What is going on? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Doodle stream, where every Friday here on Twitch and YouTube, we spend 3 hours together while I attempt to doodle out your ideas and suggestions from the chat. Before we dive into the doodles for today, I'd like to remind you guys where you can find me outside of our time here together. You can check out my website right there on the bottom of your screen, KevinAHinkle.com, or you can follow me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. If you'd like to follow just my work as a freelance artist, you can find me at MrHinkleDraws. If it's within your means, please consider supporting my work over on Patreon. Patreon enables content creators like myself, like many other people around the world, the ability to keep doing what they do thanks to the monthly financial pledges from the patrons. You can support for a bunch of different tiers. I have just launched the revamp of my Patreon new for this month. So there's a lot of new stuff to check out. There's tiers at $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, and $100. And they all have different rewards, different incentives behind them. And I'm actually going to talk about one of those in just a second. And this is also the anniversary month. So November, the reason I kind of, align that together is November is my anniversary of using Patreon. So we are officially 2 years into using it. So thank you guys so much for what you do. It does really make a difference. I can tell you right around the first of the month, when all those bills come due, that Patreon money makes a huge difference. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's good. Very, very helpful. And the money that I earn through Patreon, of course, goes directly into paying the bills, keeping food on the table. That's what it's all about. Trying to make a living off of what I do. So thank you guys for liking it enough to support it. All the names you see on the screen right now are currently supporting me on Patreon. So thank you guys very much for your support. One of the perks for being a patron is you do get a shout out during all videos and all live streams. And you guys can find out more information about my Patreon at the link right there on your screen, patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. And as I just alluded to, we are in the relaunch month, the revamp. And so to celebrate 2 years, I've added a whole bunch of new goodies. So right now, actually, can I don't know if I can scroll it. I guess I can't. A little bit like that. For the $5 tier. So the $5 tier used to be kind of my most popular tier because that was the tier that got you the personalized gift illustration in the mail, something I normally charge upwards of $50 to $75 for. That is now bumped up to $20. So I gave tons of warnings for an entire month that if that was something you were interested in, to hop in there and grab it before it bumped up to the $20 tier. It is now at the $20 tier. So this is the reward for the $5 tier. I still think it's really cool. It is a 4x6 sticker sheet that has the Mr. Hink emote that I designed over for Twitch. You can now have a physical sticker of it. It's got the Mr. Hink Chill, Mr. Hink Love, Mr. Hink Draw, Mr. Hink Build, and I created a Mr. Hink Shock, which I think is kind of funny. So you can have your own shocked mini-me sticker. And that goes to anybody who joins my Patreon at the $5 tier. So check that out. Once again, patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. I know there's a bunch of you guys in the chat. I will get to you guys in just a second. Bear with me. One other thing I want to discuss before we dive into what we're doing today. Inktober is done. Inktober is finished. So Inktober, just in case you missed like everything, I guess through the course of the month, which I wouldn't blame you if you did. Inktober was my journey through Inktober. Inktober is just an annual tradition in the artist community where you create a piece of content, a piece of artwork every day based on a prompt. And I did not use the official Inktober prompt list. I used a prompt list from my patrons. So these were all ideas that people in my Patreon community had provided me with. And it's finished. This is the completed, whatever you want to call it, collage. I guess collage is probably the best word, of all of the pieces created. It's kind of incredible when you look at it like this. I'm actually very pleased with how it came together. And this was posted up online. It's on social media if you like to take a look. But here they are, 31 drawings across 31 days. And each one of them was live streamed on Instagram. I live streamed the process every single day on live stream. On Instagram. I missed one day. There was one day that I missed, and that was because I had a full day parental responsibility that I got to do that. I got to take care of the kids. And I wasn't free until 11 o'clock at night. So I wasn't about to try to cram that last hour into it. But I made up for it the very next day with a double feature. So I consider that a success. Everything was finished. Right now, we are in the last couple days of the grace period in which patrons can request their drawing. There's no obligation whatsoever for them to buy it. They already give me money every month. There's no need to keep giving me money. But if they wanted to, I wanted to allow them that grace period to say, do you want the thing that you requested? That ends this weekend. So once Sunday is done, then they all go up on Etsy. So they will all be available. Whatever's left will be available on Etsy. That's etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. Let me get that up real quick, actually. I know I got it. There we go. Etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. They are $40 each. That's $40 each. And they are 4 by 6 inches. All of them are black and white / grayscale. I am not opposed to adding color if you wish. So if you buy one of these pieces on Etsy and you're like, man, I'd really like it if the Joker had red lips, which is something I've already been asked. I don't mind. I don't mind throwing, a little red on there. JBricks27 purchased the Daft Punk piece. That was his suggestion, and I added gold just to balance it out. So I'm not opposed to it. So feel free to let me know if you want something added. It was colored grayscale, so sometimes the colors aren't going to be quite as vibrant if I'm just putting them on top of the gray, but the option's there. If that's something you want when you purchase it, make sure you're throwing that in the notes to buyer so that I know that's something that you want. But otherwise, they are grayscale / black and white drawings, so they're $40 each. If you want a whole lot of color, you want me to color the whole thing, I will have to change the price on that, but it'll just go up to $50. Or just add $10. So I buy a new marker. But that is everything I have to share today. Inktober, you are done. Here's the new sticker sheet. You are done. Thank you again, all the patrons. You guys are donezo. Let me switch that off. And so I'd like to welcome to the stream, helping me out today, the one, the only Brian Saviano, aka Bricks O'Brien.
Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Kevin. How you feeling this morning?
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's all you got to say. That's all you got to say, Kevin.
It's funny. I just so happened to click the trash can icon when you asked me that. So it's like, how you feeling? And I hear the crumpled trash sound of the trash can. That was totally a coincidence.
That's how I feel every day.
Every single day?
No. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's
all the days.
Yeah.
All the days.
I'm unbiased, equal representation among the days.
Gotcha. Hello to everybody who's also already in the chat. Hello to Zinmo, to Lindsay's here, Jeff is here, Will Harper is here, Brick Studios here. Who else we got? We got a couple other people. Secret Squirrel Bricks, Brett Builds, John Wise here. Hello, John. Golden Light Pictures is here. Hello. And Hope Castle is here. So today, right? So today, as people have asked me before, they're like, Kevin, how do you come up with the themes for your streams? And the answer is not exactly very enlightening. What I do is the weekend before the upcoming week, I like to set up the stream, have the placeholder ready to go. And so I'll, copy all the information over from, from the last one. And then I'll go, what do I want to do this time? Let's do, I don't know, nature. And that's it. Like I take 2 minutes and I pick something. And so when I was doing this last week, I'm like, there's not going to be anything that I can think about that is not going to be overruled by the election next week. It's like, there's nothing. And I almost felt stupid being like, hey, everybody, you know how everybody has been on pins and needles and hitting refresh on maps and living in political madness for the last 7 days? We're going to draw trees today. I can understand and appreciate that some people are probably flying in here for a little bit of a break, a little bit of a escape. But I think it was more important, at least to me, that people understand that even content creators, whether you're an artist or you make videos or you make music or whatever, there is still a human being that is doing that.
Yes.
Right? Like, I can't turn myself off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't escape myself and being like, if your whole mind is currently preoccupied with something, I understand that maybe people are like, Kevin, please help us escape, but like, we're not to, where's Kevin's escape, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I felt like it would almost be a disservice to imagine that anything else is happening right now. So today's theme is politics. That being said, we are going to tread as lightly as we can. We're going to tread as lightly as we can. I don't want this to be any kind of toxic stream by any means. I don't want any something that's really important to me. I don't want any misinformation. Don't start throwing conspiracy theories and nonsense in that chat, or you will be gone, and I will have no regrets towards that.
And what I'll say to back you up, Kevin, you said you hope there's not going to be anything like that. There will not be anything like that from anyone. I personally don't care who you are, whether I'm friends with you or I agree or disagree with any of your politics or policies. It doesn't matter even a little bit. Everybody needs to be kind, courteous, and respectable to each other, regardless of political affiliation or otherwise. And as long as everyone is on that same page, we're not going to have any issues at all. And honestly, Kevin, I'm not worried about it, because I got a little trigger finger right now for banning these kids if they're going to
trigger fingers ready to go.
I'm ready to rock and roll. I know Jeff is as well. He absolutely loves kicking these kids out of the live stream. So I have no issue, no qualms about today at all.
No qualms. So we're gonna start light with Jeff saying a dumpster that's a raging inferno.
And that's for any and all sides.
It's for everything
in general.
It's for everything. It really is. It's for politics in general. It doesn't necessarily have to have anything to do with right now, but of course it will. Yeah. And that's okay.
I think also a good one to do probably after this to represent both of the major political parties would be to at some point draw an elephant and a donkey at some point. I think.
Oh yeah, probably. I figured when we get to the color part, I'll probably throw in each. Oops. I'll probably throw in each candidate myself and just draw them, because that's only fair.
Of course.
So I'll probably do that when we get to the color part. Also, after I've warmed up a little bit, so maybe the likenesses won't be as brutal.
I feel like Kevin is not going to do any preferences toward one candidate or another for complete and utter respect for everyone, including ourselves.
Exactly. I mean, that's my goal.
Can you draw President Trump with a giant victory banner behind? No, come on. We're not.
Yeah.
No.
Will's like, I'm going to go ahead and leave before I get banned. Have a good day, everybody. So yeah. And, of course, there's never any obligation to, stick around. I do appreciate you guys being here, but yeah, it is still like I said, I feel like it's just kind of like make-believe land to imagine it's not happening. And, but I also want to keep things,
real quick, Will, before you head out of here, smash that like button, visit the Etsy shop real quick, man. Just
real quick,
on your way out. Just on your way out, hit the door frame before you leave the room, That's basically what,
Yeah. Well, what's up, Larry? Anchor Dragon is here. Yeah. Does and Hawkeye's here. What's up, Hawkeye? Brian, turn your volume up. You don't sound quiet to me, but maybe, my volume is up. I don't know.
I turned myself up a little bit there. Maybe that's better.
Oh, well, you sound louder.
I do.
So, not too loud. I'm just saying.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so that's the thing. I think it's probably, everybody's been living this for a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a stressful, long week.
Yeah. And you know what? It's been a stressful, long year, man.
It really has. It really
Not
has.
even, that's not even a political statement either. That's just truth.
No. Yep. Indeed. Indeed.
Everybody's been living the same 2020, the same circumstances. You know?
Oh my goodness. The screenshot from Groundhog's Day that's been circulating around with Bill Murray being like, so today's the election again. And it's just like, oh wow, that's real.
Right.
This is the most real thing I've ever seen. It's like, good morning, everybody. So today's the election again.
It's something, you know.
It is indeed. It is indeed something.
But hey, at
yes.
least the weather's been nice in New England. It hasn't been snowy and disgusting like on Halloween.
Right.
That's good, you know.
I mean, Halloween was fun. You guys remember that a couple months ago when we did Halloween?
It didn't even register as happening for me, honestly.
It was such a blur.
I was so on board for everything spooky in like mid to late September, and then it hit, and then I'm like, what? Because it was snowing on the day before Halloween. So it totally took me out of it, and I had some spooky plans, and I ended up going. I was supposed to go to a haunted house, and I'm like, well, that's probably not a good idea. So now I'm out $50 to my friend, and I didn't even go. So
yeah, that really upsets me as a parent when Halloween is, you know, I wouldn't say ruined, but like when there are things such as weather that just prevent kids having fun for a few hours on a Halloween night, that just makes me so mad. And like that has happened multiple times as we've lived here in Connecticut. It's also happened when we lived in Colorado, just because, you know, when you're in places where that's possible, where it's cold or whatever, and it's not unheard of to have snow or a freeze over or ice or whatever on Halloween, but it just makes me so mad. I'm like, you know what? Just let the kids have 3 hours to go door to door and get some dang candy. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we have to do, and like watching, you know, kids bundle up where you don't even know what in the world they're dressed as because they've got these big old puffy coats on top of everything they're wearing. Yeah. So you're like, it's just, but yeah, I mean, we got snow. Obviously, we're not far away from each other, but we got snow too here. And I was like, ah, there it is. I was like, and there we go. There we go.
Yep, unfortunately. And it was on a Saturday too, man. It was almost every ideal circumstance to be like, yeah, it's going to be a great Halloween. And then no, it's not, you know, so.
Yeah. I mean, I did carve a cool pumpkin. I was proud of my pumpkin. Thank you. The thing I was irritated with though, is that I carved it exactly 3 days before Halloween. Okay. 3 days. 3 days before Halloween, I carved it. I didn't want it to, you know, get moldy or whatever. And I kept it inside. I kept it inside even. And even though it was only 3 days, it really started molding and mushing up real quick.
Yeah.
And so on Halloween day, you could probably tell if you examine my photos, the inside of the cut lid, right, the top of the pumpkin, had already mushed up so much that it was sinking into the pumpkin. Oh. And I'm like, I haven't even taken like my nice photos yet. I'm like, can I just take my nice photos, please? And so I had to like shove toothpicks in there to kind of force the lid back up to where it's normally would be. And it kind of worked. It wasn't perfect. I mean, it's one of those things that probably I'm the only one that'll notice. But my son's pumpkin, I reached in to get his to pull the lid off, and I pull it and my fingers just mushed into the lid all together. Like I lifted it up by like the stem, and then when I grabbed the side, it was like jelly.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, this was 3 days ago. It was 3 days ago. Are the fruits and vegetables going through the same time warp that we're going? like this was 3 days. How is this like rotten so much? So that was kind of interesting. So there is Jeff's Raging Inferno dumpster fire. Thank you very much, Jeff. Squirrel Bricks, good job on the dumpster. Larry, if the news headline this morning was "We've made contact with extraterrestrials, we're not alone in the universe," We've discovered time travel. But what else you got going on? Okay, let's see. What else we got here in the old Chatteroony? You know what? Oh, Takuma Nuva's here. What's up? Who in the world goes through 2020 the way we have in this? You know what? I haven't been traumatized enough. Where's the haunted house at?
Yeah, right.
And yeah, your blow up Luigi outfit is hilarious. So
Thank
funny. Especially when you were leaning back and just like it's all stomach. It's just like this little like microphone literally jabbing into your stomach.
Hey, somebody on that quarantine cast had fun on Halloween, you know?
That intro was legendary. Like, Brian, are you there? Shh, 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 shh. It's like, you think Jang is that's like, oh man. Okay, what else we got, folks? What else we got? We don't have a lot of suggestions. That's okay. And yeah, as Brian said, I'm probably going to stay away from any edgier suggestions either way. But I can do my own things too. That's fine. Let's see. When he ate the Kit Kats off the costume. You ate Kit Kats off the costume.
Yeah, I may or may not have done that.
Wow. All right. That's great. That is something.
You know, somebody had to have fun. They're all like, "Hey, let's talk about Lego here on the Beyond the Brick quarantine cast." And I'm like, "You think Jang has the audacity?"
You think? Yeah. Here, I'm gonna draw. All right, I'm gonna throw one in. Everyone's so nervous. It's fine. I'm gonna write.
Can you draw a Jang bricks for president? How about that one? That one's fine.
I'm gonna draw the American flag. How about that?
That's a good one.
We're gonna ease in today, everybody. Brick Trains is here. How about a sleepy train? The train's asleep. I thought that was actually kind of a neat idea, right? That like Joe Biden did a train tour. I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, oh, you saw that, right, Brian?
Yeah, I really want to take a intercontinental. What's it called? No, is it intercontinental train ride? Is that what they call them?
Like across the country? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I want to take a vacation like that, like go from state to state and whatnot. You know.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
I believe it. Can we make fun of Kanye? Says Lindsay.
It's Kanye with like a like a loser flag. It's like, aw.
I mean, he wasn't even in it, was he? I mean, I know he like was in it, but he wasn't on any ballots.
No, there was like 1,000 people in one state that voted for him or something.
You could write his name in though, probably.
Yeah, there was a couple of spots in the Massachusetts ballot where it was totally write-in. So
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. We're not gonna go there. Conspiracy theories are not allowed.
Nope.
So let's see. What else? What did I see? Deadpool shooting an elephant and a donkey. That's a good one, Julian. That's a good suggestion too. Maybe we'll do that one next. I like that one. Yeah, we are shying away from conspiracy theories, unproven information.
No, wait, we can talk about conspiracies here. I heard that they were coming out with Lego Peach's Castle on January 23rd, 2021.
I mean, that's an interesting conspiracy theory.
I mean, I've seen the tea leaves, Kevin. I know more than anyone.
Did the Instagram kids show you?
So you know what? Those Instagram kids, you can't even search up the Instagram kids what they're up to anymore, because actually Facebook and Instagram took the initiative to be like, hey, we're going to do what we can to not spread misinformation.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to look at posts for any hashtag by recent at all. It's just,
I forgot. Yep.
So you can't even see the newest leaks on the gram. So I'm like, I know nothing. The kids have been silenced. Their voices have been suppressed. And you know what? It's fine. It's whatever.
Spacetime Brick Studios here. Kanye was on the Idaho ballot and got 0.4% of the vote. Wow.
That's like 0.4% more than I think anyone wanted him to, but okay.
Yeah, he wasn't on the Connecticut one.
No. If you told me like 10 years ago, like Kanye, would you vote for him? I would have been like, yeah, but no, obviously, I mean, joking. No.
I thought was interesting on the Connecticut ballot, and everybody, you should all know that this will not have 50 stars on it. We should all get that right out of the way.
Right.
I already know that's not 50 stars.
Excuse me, Kevin. There's not 27 states in the union.
I just counted. I was gonna say on the Connecticut ballot, there was actually a fair amount of people running unopposed by the other party. So like I would open up like, different governmental positions. And it's like, you can vote for this person who's a Democrat and no one. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes. That happened in Massachusetts a couple of times as well.
Like 3 or 4 times I saw on mine where I was just like, I guess I'm voting for the person that has no one running against him.
Yeah.
And I think that happened on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, it's interesting that there's just, okay, I guess by default, I guess you win. I thought that was...
that's how I'd become president. Everyone's just like, you know what? We're not going to bother with this system anymore.
It's like you can vote for Brian Saviano or... It's like, I guess I'm voting for Brian Saviano.
There you go.
I guess I'm doing that.
And yes, Golden Light, I believe Kevin will be drawing each of the 2 main candidates for this election at some point. But
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it when we get to color, I think.
Yeah.
That'll be the time. That'll be the time. Because again, I would be remiss if I just didn't. I would be remiss.
Like when they make pop figures of the main political people of the race or something,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Same idea.
There's our American flag blowing in the breeze.
There we go.
Let me see. Am I drawing too small? What's the size look like? That's okay. That's good. Look at that. We figured it out this week.
Yeah, it looks good.
All right, let's do actually, this is a really good one too. Golden Light Pictures. Just draw an I voted sticker. I like that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I know way too many people that were like, man, I really need this sticker. I really need I voted sticker. And it's like literally you can order a roll of them from China for like $5. Like, what are you talking about? I know it's the concept of it. And
yeah. I love that, Larry. It's like your stripes were jacked up. That's not what I had in mind. Larry knows too much. He knows too much of the process. My freelance process. Oh my. Yeah.
Long gave you a free Slurpee for having the I voted sticker. That's pretty cool.
I had extended family back home that were like, oh, is there like legitimately like, oh, is it happening now? I was like,
what?
Like, no, you don't. Please don't tell me. Yeah.
Hello?
I was like, you realize that there's stickers on the conveyor belt at Walmart to vote. Ray is here. Well, I see I missed some fun.
Hey, it's been fun so far. No toxicity in this chat. The toxicity has been timed out or banned. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
It's all good. And credit where it's due. I like that Will's like, I gotta leave. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but if you can't like all right, whatever.
Oops, wait, I need to move this. I almost knocked everything over. Leave that over there. I forgot the D. There's a D in voted.
There's a D in voted. I want that on a sticker.
There's a D in voted.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole like there's no I in team, but there's a me.
Yes.
Like, oh, this is true though. This is true. But yeah, I think that anybody who can make the claim that they didn't realize it was a thing or they didn't need to register, I mean, unless they're actively saying, I don't want to do it, right? Like I'm abstaining because I don't want to do it. But anybody just claiming that they don't know is just like, what?
Blissful ignorance.
What? I wish I was that like just blissfully ignorant.
And you know what? There has been record turnout this year. So if anything, it's gotten more young people involved in the political process this year. And that's all you can really ask for, you know?
Yep, exactly. That's a good thing.
That's an objectively good thing. Oh yeah, Hawkeye says in the chat, yeah, you're obligated to draw an eagle at some point.
Oh, you know what? That's good. And I don't draw a lot of animals too, so
yeah. See, we can do this theme without people getting all mad. It's perfect.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. And I also like the idea of looking back, going, "Oh, that's when that happened." Like when I look through all the doodles when I'm like reflecting, it's kind of like how I look back, going, "Oh, look, that was when it was Christmas time because there's a lot of Christmas things." And like, oh, that's when it's Halloween time. Like you can tell. It's like a time capsule. You can tell when the pandemic hit if you look at my streams, because then all of a sudden I started drawing that COVID like thing over and over and over again. It's like, oh, there it goes. Yep. Okay, cool. There we go. There's that. There's this. Let's do that eagle. Who said eagle? Was that Angry Dragon? Who said that?
No, that was Hawkeye.
Hawkeye said eagle. Of course he did. Boom. All right, let's do this one. Yeah, I was thinking yeah, that there would be a lot of like, without going into the weeds on both sides, but like a lot of patriotic stuff, you know, like almost 4th of July-ish.
Yeah, right. It may as well be 4th of July.
All right, let's get an American. That was an American bald eagle. Not anymore. That's an Addams Family quote, if you don't remember. Yeah, Golden like, what COVID thing?
Larry says, I don't know if all these young people voting is a good thing. I've met too many young people. I think the national IQ is going down. Well, Larry, if you look at people anywhere near older as well, you'll see there's uninformed voters at that age as well. Age has nothing to do with it, unfortunately.
It doesn't discriminate?
No, age does not discriminate whatsoever.
What's going on, Chris? Zoom just popping in. Were there any Molotov cocktails thrown yet? Oh, but yeah, good stuff. Because I gotta write my my blog post today. My Kevin's Corner for Patreon. I don't want to start with the beak. Let's see.
You know, I'm kind of sick and tired of all these like political debates. I want to hear like someone debate whether or not the sky is blue or not. You know, just something like stupid. And I want to see like just people like hash it out, like massive multi-million-dollar campaigns advocating. I promise you, people of the world, the sky is purple.
Have you seen on, I think it's on Twitter, he's probably elsewhere, but there's some guy and he's like gamer for president or something?
Yes. That's run by some one of those news outlets that it's like a parody account. Yeah.
Okay, because it like looks like they clearly have put money into it.
Yes.
I mean, it's for fun, but I was like, I laugh at sometimes seeing some of those where it's like, translate Mother 3 running for president.
Right.
Yes, thank you.
Water is not wet. It makes things wet. Exactly, Lindsay. I want someone to put hundreds of thousands of dollars into a campaign to advocate for things like that.
Oh, Jeff, also, I finally watched the season premiere of Discovery Season 3 yesterday. But just the first episode. That was all I watched. Just so you know. Because I know Jeff has been eagerly awaiting for me to do such a thing. Let's see here.
As our church hosted voting, we had out a hospitality tent we sponsored. I worried about the number of voters that said, "Hey, do we vote in here?" by the door that said, "Vote here."
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
And those are 18 plus Americans right there. So you know, reading and you know, we've talked about this plenty of times on these streams, Kevin. As people who have worked in retail, we know just how, you know,
oh yeah.
I don't want to say idiotic, but just how very absent-minded the general public can be. So,
is it lack of common sense sometimes?
Yeah, I think
maybe.
It's something.
I don't know if that's either also the right thing to say, but just like there's something amiss.
Yeah, something goes out the window when you're in a public space and you're just, you know, whoop-de-doing around and, you know, you don't realize where you are. It's like, how do you exist, you know?
Yeah. How do you exist? How do you feed yourself?
Yeah, like, do you have kids? Did you reproduce? Who did that with you? Like, why? You know, just
Eagles are actually difficult to draw. Um, let's see. We can do this. We can do this for America. Feathers. Oh, so next week, everybody. Is
Christmas episode, right?
it's the special
Oh,
5-hour Patreon special Doodle
man.
stream. And Brian has graciously volunteered, along with Jeff,
What?
to spend the whole time with me.
I'm sorry? Who?
Oh, this other guy I just met. His name's Brian Cannoli.
Did you pay to use my likeness for that stream?
I did.
Wow, really? Okay. All right.
I used a Chipotle gift card.
Hey, that's a good currency. I can work in that currency.
It worked.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. If anybody watching, if you are currently one of my patrons, and I only say that because I did lose a few when we got into the new month, which is okay. It's all good. But if you are currently a patron, make sure if you wish to have something drawn, to throw that in, because I'm going to be pulling from that thread. Because I just don't want to have to require anybody be there, because everyone's got lives and jobs and all kinds of other stuff to do. So, but throw that in there. I'll be only drawing patron requested items. And there is a thread on my account, so you can throw that in there. And I think last time I checked, it was still quite low, actually. I've asked everybody to throw 3 because I was a little worried about that too. And so that way, if I just don't have enough, I can just, draw 3 things for the people that throw them in there. Because I think last time I looked, there's like 8. There's 8 people. Of course, they've got 3 suggestions each out of 67 patrons. So, interesting.
I haven't done that either, but I feel like I can just tell you when I'm there,
Yeah, you're a little special because you'll be in the stream.
I can just be like, you can draw whatever pops into my mind.
Yeah, so you got a little bit of unique opportunity there.
We got Julian saying real quick, hey, Bob, so glad you and Kurt are on Beyond the Brick. And I thought, who's Kurt? But then I'm assuming you mean Kirk Wilson. And thank you.
Wait, right? Or is there another Kurt?
I don't know of a Kurt.
It's got to be Kirk. It's got to be. Kirk. It's got to be Vision Bricks. That's what it is.
Hello, everyone. This is Kirk Wilson of Beyond the Brick here, and I'm here to talk about the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 that was recently released by the Lego Group. Shout out to Lego. Yeah,
just like diving into the whole the whole thing.
Back in 1985, before I was born, I had this affinity for Ghostbusters while in the womb, so I was honored when the Hanlons said that I could review the Ghostbusters set for them.
I'm ready to watch this whole thing. I'm ready to watch the whole review.
The whole review in that voice.
Sign me up.
Oh man, it's great, man. Kirk, what a legend. He hates me, but it's great.
I would be actually. You know what would be funny is hearing you do an exaggerated impression of yourself, like dialing yourself up, and because I know you joke about it, you're like, look, I don't do this, but like I want to see you do one like that. Like just give us one stream the whole time. Make a fool of yourself. Let's just do it.
I might need like a IV caffeine drip or something.
You can get it from the old oh goodness, what do they say? Donkeys. Oh man.
Oh, okay. So the only reason, do you know where that came from?
No, I don't.
So there was, I think it was early voting. And some woman at Fenway Park was there, and they were interviewing her for the news, I think in a local news station.
Yeah.
And then they're like, there's people reporting in at Fenway Park to early vote for their candidate of choice. And this woman's like, I'm just so glad to be out here at Fenway Park. I got my Patriots hat. I got my donkeys. I'm ready to go and vote for whoever. And it was the most Boston way of delivering that.
Didn't she say, like, I think I've seen this, and she was like, I would rather be here for Bernie Sanders, but oh well. And
exactly.
Yep. Something like that.
Yep. And it was amazing.
Because yeah, I heard that, but then all of a sudden, like I kept hearing it more. I guess maybe everyone was making fun of her. Maybe I don't know, because it's just like I heard it there, and I'm like, oh, I've never heard anybody call Dunkin' Donuts that. I mean, I get people calling it Dunkin', but Dunkies.
Yeah, I don't.
And then all of a sudden, like it kept happening, and I kept seeing more and more like people online saying it, and I'm like, oh no, is this a thing?
It might be a thing, but you know what? I don't necessarily call it donkeys, but
Ray's like, I don't know this guy, but I can tell he just got roasted. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. This is Vision Bricks here.
no, Kirk's great. I love giving him heat because it's obviously done with love, and he needs someone to keep him grounded.
You know, that's something I can tell you is I can confirm for the folks that are keeping tabs of the Brian Saviano consciousness, I guess. If you get the heat, you are in the inner circle. Let me tell you.
Yes. Well, you're close enough.
You're good.
There's a couple of qualifications to get into the inner circle, but getting the heat is a step in the right direction.
I'm going to shrink this.
Because then I can't have, because if you say that, Kevin, then there's these rumors spread. All these people that I inadvertently give heat to, they're like, that means we're best friends, Brian. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you know, I guess there's like a degree of heat.
Yeah.
I don't know how to better explain it.
I give certain people just enough heat that, you know, is it actually in good faith, or is it because I actually find you annoying and I low-key want you to leave me alone? You can't tell, and that's the beauty of it.
Let's see. Julian threw a link in there. Is that a link to that thing you were talking about? I don't know. I can't.
I'm assuming.
Let's see.
No, it's the Kirk Wilson review.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Hey, it's got 30,000 views. Good for him, man. I think it might actually have more views than my Sesame Street, which is cool.
Let's see. Okay, so Gold Line Picture says no stream on YouTube. No, there will still be a stream. Anybody's welcome to pop in the stream. It's just that the only things I'll be drawing are suggested by patrons. That's it. So it won't be as I guess as interactive, but I've already got my list. I'll be going in with my list of stuff to draw. All of the things I'll be drawing will all be color. So that'll all be full doodle with color on that stream. And Jeff and Brian, I'll be relying on them to keep the chat entertained, because obviously it won't be as interactive as it normally is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I think I want to do the Mount Rushmore one. Is that still up here?
Oh yeah. Julian did Mount Rushmore a while ago.
I think it's gone. I think it's You want to throw that back in? If you're still around, Julian, you want to throw that back in there? What's up, Howie? That's Abe Lincoln face palming is a pretty good one. That's pretty yeah.
Julian's upset that I never give him the business. The reason I don't give him the business is because when I miss on the Pink Bucket Nation streams, I'm not there to like give him the business, and then we just miss each other in the streams and whatnot. I will give you the heat, Julian, but you got to be ready to handle the heat, you know? So
have you met humans, says Larry? That's a good one. Have you met humans? All right, I'm going to start drawing. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. I remember the first time I was talking to somebody and they like had that really thick Boston accent and they said "ka," and I'm like, "Are you kidding with me?" I was like, I didn't think it was real. I was like, "That's not real. You're just messing with me. You're just messing with me."
It's very much so an actual thing.
I need to go to Mount Rushmore one day.
I say you need to go to Boston one day again. And also, I meant to talk about this with you off stream, but I'll talk about it on stream because why not? So that the O'Hanlons will be making an appearance. That's still confirmed. So
okay.
Maybe
do they have dates?
It might be next weekend. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Nah, I can't do that. Can't do that.
Well, I gotta confirm with them if that's 100%, but
yeah,
they kind of said it, and I don't know.
Yeah, I just provided the graphic for this year's 24-hour stream.
Cool. You want to give that to me too? Because I gotta make the image for them for a thing.
Oh, do you? That's funny. Yeah, like, I mean, I've done it for like several years in a row now, and I don't change it too much. I'm just like, here you go. Here's the thing I did basically last year, except this year it's blue, or this year it's yellow, or this year there's a snowflake on it, or this, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really all I do. But they were like, how can you change it this year? I'm like, I could set it on fire. Let me actually, I'm getting too detailed, I think, on this one face. Let me actually set it all up first. But I thought it came out okay.
Yeah, because they asked me like, "Oh yeah, what do you like? Do you have any ideas for the image?" And I'm like, "I don't know, just something like different. I don't know, just something."
It was different. It was very reflective of this year. I was like, I could do this.
Giant crater.
We approve of that. I'm like, okay, the council approves. We can do it. We can make it happen. Yeah, I figured. Whoa, stop. That was weird.
Your tablet's just walking out.
It like just decided you want to zoom. I didn't even click zoom. I clicked the eraser tool, so that's interesting. That's okay. It does that. It does that nonsense.
Yeah, I've heard that Mount Rushmore is actually super small when you see it, both from like how far away you are, but also it's probably that small, I guess.
I watched a documentary, I guess not really a documentary, like an episode of the History Channel, one of their shows about Mount Rushmore, and I was really interested in the story of a couple things that I thought were really interesting. One was the like archives that are behind it, that I was like, whoa, wait, what? I thought that was really interesting. And like nobody is allowed to go there, like nobody.
Really?
But there's like apparently an archive of like copies of like every important American document or whatever that's literally behind Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
And then also the thing that I thought was really interesting was the battle. I mean, interesting also in kind of a sad way, but the battle with the Native Americans that owned the land that this was carved on, and that it was stolen from them to do this. Of course, I mean, nothing new. But then, so they built a even larger sculpture of Chief Sitting Bull as a protest to this, which is not too far away from it, I don't think. And both of those stories I just found really, really fascinating. No, I'm not, Larry. It's real. There is really an archive. I think they used it in the story of that film. But I mean, they like went there and they showed like the stairway to it, and it is on like the maps of the again, this is all from the History Channel, like, teaching me this. They showed like the maps, has it on there, like says like National Archive or something on it, but no one's allowed to go. It's like off limits to everybody. I mean, somebody's got to be able to go there. I don't know who, but those were like some interesting little things I was learning about it when I was watching that.
In case anyone out there has ever wanted to take like a semi, not like a vacation that isn't necessarily just sitting around doing nothing, like putting your brain to use, going to DC and going to all the different museums is incredible.
That is not a conspiracy theory, Jeff. That is just a fact.
That's not some Nicolas Cage National Treasure sort of fact you got there.
But I do remember when I was watching it, I think they were saying in the episode, they're like, this was part of the inspiration to this Nicolas Cage movie. And I was like, oh,
I know what that is.
I know that.
So yeah, if anyone goes to Brick Fair, Virginia, and they want a good vacation out of it too, stay an extra week after the show is over and just go to DC. And there's so much to see. It's awesome.
Yeah, I would like to History Channel Aliens. It was not Ancient Aliens, although I really enjoy Ancient Aliens too. Don't make me out to seem like I'm crazy. Okay, I'm not crazy. I was when I went to the Smithsonian, like I was a little. I mean, I really, really, really enjoyed it, but all I did was like the national history part of it.
Right.
And I was kind of like, oh, dang, like I would need days to see this whole museum.
Yes.
And that was not like
museum.
Yeah, I know. And it's just like, I didn't have that time. Like we only stayed, I think when we went, a couple years ago, we only stayed for like a couple, like maybe like a day and a half. We stayed like a day and a half, and we already had like a full day's worth of stuff to do. So I was like, I can't spend any more time here. So I felt kind of cheated because I just saw like, I don't know what, 1/5 of the museum. I was like, it was great, but I was like, no.
And especially a lot of those museums are free to go into and free to access. It's incredible how much is actually there.
Oh yeah, I think that wasn't it free. Yeah, I think it was free.
Yeah. The main Smithsonian museums are free. The African American History Museum, I know, is not. Some of the more specialized museums are not as well. But like the Air and Space Museum, the Natural History, American History, those are free.
Nice.
You can schedule a Capitol tour for free and a White House tour super far in advance, but you can.
Larry says, I need that shirt. What shirt? I missed that. So there's a shirt somewhere.
For Zoom, yeah, I wanted to go to that really badly. There's like a giant hangar, basically, full of like all retired aircraft and whatnot, where you have like the Blackbird and all sorts of crazy stuff. I didn't get a chance to go there because it was a bit toward the end of my trip, but that's an incredible museum from what I've seen too.
That was, hey, that trip, you were hesitant at first.
It changed my life, Kevin.
It changed your life, man.
In more ways than I would have thought,
There you go. Just Kevin working the magic of the universe in your favor.
Just when I thought I was out, I'm back in.
Yeah. Oh, hey, speaking of thinking you're out and you're back in.
What are you gonna do now?
Anybody who's in the chat, I'm curious if you guys have started getting your Lego Masters bombardment of messages. I am not alone by any means. People are getting them, but I'm still a little shocked that I got a text message. I think that's a little interesting. Like a text message. How do you have my phone number?
Right, exactly. That's weird.
But I mean, I guess I had to provide it when I did the application last time.
Sure.
But I mean, even when we did the interview process, that was like Zoom or Skype or whatever it was. It wasn't by phone. So I was just like, is this like, I literally got a text message, folks. I got a text message from one of the casting members like, hey, you applied for this last time. Do you want to do it again this time? And I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, so that's actually something that Boone had a casting director on his show last night, and he was talking about a lot about the process and all of that. And it was very, I mean, not necessarily information that was not previously known, but it was still, helpful in case anyone actually does want to apply.
That was the guy that
sorry. Yeah, that's the guy you talked to.
Was that you?
What?
What's that beep sound?
Oh, that's on my end. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, I'm starting to go crazy. I was like, what in the world is there? I thought there was like a truck backing into my house.
Yeah,
I was like, what's happening?
It's very far away. I'm surprised you can hear that. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Wow.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, is it not you? Wait, is that me?
That's you.
Oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. All right, everybody stand by. Brian, entertain the people.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, so basically, on Boone's stream, he had a casting director for Lego Masters. And he was talking about all the various things that go into the process of, getting people to sign up. And if anyone out there is thinking about, oh, well, I'm thinking about it, but I don't want to necessarily have to go through the process and whatever, because everyone and their mother is getting contacted. It doesn't matter because apparently, the more people that sign up, the better. And if you have any confidence or, whatever in your skill, you should still try it. And you never know what they might say. So that's basically what, the guest, Matt, I forget his name exactly, but that's what he was talking about. And, I've known a bunch of people that have gotten contacted. And if you do end up getting contacted, it's not a secret. It's not something that you should not share with somebody else because it's just a part of the process that as many people get contacted as possible to get as many cool people involved as possible. So I know, and this is, I guess, public information, like Kirk got contacted because he's an incredibly talented builder, and they have his information. He's on Beyond the Brick, and obviously, yeah. So lots of different situations like that. Did you find out what the beeping was, Kevin?
Yes, the FBI. They came to arrest me.
Wow! Finally, thank goodness.
No, it's the fire alarm upstairs.
What happened?
Somebody. I think we need a new toaster.
Oh no!
I went up there and I like looked and like the toaster is just like billowing smoke out of the toaster. I'm like,
Now, whose fault was that?
we will discover that later. But it is being handled. It is being handled, by an adult.
Okay, excellent. I was like, wait, that could be a car, because it sounds just far away enough on my end that it could have been a car backing up or a truck or something. But
well, yeah, that was very interesting. Like, oh no.
And coincidentally enough, there was a truck backing up in my area too. So I'm like, oh, that's what it is. It's fine. It sounds like identical.
That's great. Yeah, it looks like we need a new toaster. That our toaster's kind of been on its last leg because it keeps like I've noticed that we put it down to like almost the lowest setting, and it'll still like burn up that toast. And so I'm like, I think this toaster is almost done. And
so yeah, Kevin, you need a new toaster. If everyone could go to patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws.
Yeah.
Fund. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. Post toaster fund. But in all seriousness, no, I mean, I know I just said this earlier, but it really like that when, I mean, I'm sure I'm not alone, but like for me, I've got a lot of bills that hit right around the first of the month. I got my rent, which is $1,500, and then I've got a car payment, and the car payment is $600. So like I'm like out $2,000 at the beginning of every month, which is a big hit. And I can't tell you how nice it is every month, like around that first, when it's like your Patreon money is being deposited in your account. I'm like, oh goodness, thank you. Like, thank you so much. Because it gets a little hairy there around that time.
No, but before I was talking about like the podcast Boone did and the process of all of that.
Yeah, Lego Master stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I like Lincoln on this. I like the other guys. They came out okay.
Yeah, Lincoln's a little questionable.
He's a little rough. He's a little rough.
It's still early.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of make this black here in the foreground to kind of maybe give it a little bit of depth. So I'll like color in the trees and stuff here in just a second. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, I think the toaster is dead indeed. Let's see. Yeah, car payment is $600. Like $583 or something. It might as well be $600. That's for my wife's car. My car, actually, we just finally paid it off a couple months ago. Finally. So we're only paying one car payment now. These are all adult things. You guys know. You all understand.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Did you time someone out, BFAB? Oops, sorry. So sorry. Didn't mean to time you out. Uh-oh. Accidentally time out. What's up, BFAB? Welcome to the stream.
So yeah, if anyone gets contacted about Lego Masters, that'll happen.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was my question before my house was on fire. Was if anybody had started to get those.
Yeah, I mentioned that Kirk did a little while ago. He did.
Gotcha.
I have not received my invitation.
You have not got yours comes via owl.
Mine will get smacked in the head on the way into the windowsill of my office. Rightfully so.
One day you're gonna be like dewy-eyed in the morning, and all of a sudden that like magical jingle will like it's da 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 da, and you're like, is that it? What is it doing? Why is this freaking out? It's like, is that my invitation? You are cordially invited.
I have no interest in going on as a like individual entity, or like I cannot build. I'm not a builder, so like I could I know for certain I could nail the like reality TV aspect of it and, you know, dial it up to 11 every second of that show, but I can't.
You know, I believe that 100%.
Yeah, and I think anyone that knows me well enough could absolutely see that. And that is half of it as well. Like you could be an amazing builder, but if you're not like entertaining for TV, then they're not going to take you. Like you got to have something to work with, you know?
Oh, Lindsay got timed out. Dang, BFAB. Sorry, Lindsay. Accident. BFAB says I was scrolling down and my phone glitched and I tried to exit. So it was also a confession that he was trying to leave the stream. He's like, I was trying to get out of your stream and instead I caused chaos. Oh, well, that's nice. Well, apologies. That was an accident. I am led to believe that was an accident. CC's here. What's up, CC? All right, let's do another one. Let's do another drawing here. What else we got? Yeah, it is a fire. Yeah, Fazoom knew it's a fire alarm. It was a fire alarm. Let's see. And Golden Light was like, that's a fire alarm. Everyone's like, Kevin, your house is on fire. I'm like, what's that sound? And you're like, it's a truck. I could have died. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got in here? I'm scrolling. I'm looking. Brian's breakfast burritos are done. Jeff and Chris said the same thing. They said your breakfast burritos are done. And Julian said your pizza's ready. Are these all fat jokes against you? Is it all about food?
You've been losing weight. They're not fat jokes.
I have.
Yeah, BFAB, I'm not going to lie to you. When I saw that you timed out Lindsay for no reason, I'm like, I'm going to swiftly knock the band hammer on BFAB. Lindsay is the most innocent soul of this live stream, so supportive and so present. And like, I see beef. But that was the only thing I saw of him was just like, time this person out.
Oh, like no message, no nothing.
Just he didn't say anything. He didn't say hello or anything beforehand, but like, I'm like, ooh, BFAB's about to get it. He's going to get it.
Let's see.
But no, it's all good.
I think I'm looking through here. Oh, I guess it's been a while since we've had some good chat, though.
Yeah.
Let's see. Don't say fork with a box. Do you say fork weird in Boston?
What?
Golden Light says, just don't say it with a fork. Wait, don't say fork with a Boston accent.
Oh, like, okay. It sounds like a swear. That's why he's inferring that it might sound like a swear.
Oh, actually, here, we'll do, I forgot that, what's a fat joke? I don't know. That's why I was like, why is everybody asking about food? Yes, let's see. Hello, Paris Bye. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. All right. I'm going to try to redeem Lincoln since I didn't draw him that great last time. Please do not show me all the cars. I Google Lincoln and it's like, you mean these? No, I don't. So, Julian, last night I threw into the chat that I officially, as of this week, weigh less now than I weighed when we first met each other in 2018, Julian.
Wow, we get it, Kevin. You're fit.
Well, losing weight and being fit are two different things. True. But, all right, Lindsay is back. She has emerged.
She has been reinstated.
She was snapped back in.
Good. Good.
Sorry about that, Lindsay. She understands. Let's see.
You're lucky she's understanding. She could otherwise come right after you.
And Solo Brick Builder's here. What's up, Solo?
Julian says, good job, gain 50. Well, you know, it's all checks and balances, just like politics. You know?
Did you really?
I didn't.
Oh,
no.
I mean, yeah.
Julian did, apparently. He said gain 50, so I'm assuming that's him.
Oh, since we first met in 2018. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a while. It's been a
I
while.
thought he meant like gain 50 like this year. I'm like, who?
Wait. I think let me look at a picture of somebody face palming. I think that's what I need to look at first. I love that Captain Picard always comes up.
Mm,
I approve of that.
great meme.
It really is quality stuff.
Have you been to the Lincoln Memorial?
Yes. Yep.
That is a very powerful
It is. I mean, that one, yeah. Talk about like just being like kind of overpowered with emotion. That one's that is indeed.
If you actually like take the time to read, both to the left and right of Lincoln, it's like,
Yeah.
Inspiring words for sure.
I was looking at, just because this is our life right now, I was looking at a recommended video on, let me drink some water, on YouTube that probably because of everything I was watching lately, but about how the states have voted for every president since like the beginning.
Yes.
So just like, a little timeline history thing. And I thought it was actually quite amazing looking back at the periods of time in which the whole country almost unanimously voted in a president.
Yeah.
Like Nixon. Nixon won every single state but one.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Minnesota was the only state that did not vote for Nixon. And I'm just like, I mean, that's a statement, right? Like, it's like, wow, okay. Reagan was pretty good. Reagan had like 46 states or so. There's like a couple states that were like, no.
Well, but even then you got to factor in those states were probably not, 100% of the citizens were like, no, that's still like just about half, if not a little bit less than half of the people.
Yeah. It's just kind of crazy. And then also what was interesting, was when you get to the year 2000, like get to the year 2000, and then it's like basically there's a little wiggle, but basically every election has been the same since then. It's like the states that are red are always red. The states that are blue are always blue. And then there's like a couple that change here or there, these swing states. But then that kind of made me, I'm like, wow. I mean, I guess everybody is so baked in to what they think and how they feel, and that's just never going to change, I guess.
Well, so they're saying about this election with Texas, it's going to go, well, it's still red, but it's leaning more blue every year. So probably by the next election or the one after it, it's going to flip from red to blue because Austin is very liberal in that sense.
Yeah, always. I mean, since I was a kid.
And that population has just been booming,
Yeah, absolutely.
And I didn't even know, this goes to show how, young I am, I guess, is that I didn't realize the 2000 election was very not unanimous and it went on for so long. And
yeah,
what's
you were
happening
too
now.
young.
Yeah, I was like 4.
I remember that though.
So like seeing how this is all unfolding now and like that this could be a longer process. Not that it will be. I don't think it will be in the same way, but that went on for a long time. So yeah.
Let's see. BFAB says, first time I met Kevin, I was 170. And last time I saw Kevin, I was 228.
There you go.
You're blaming me. That's not a good thing. Brian's like, there you go.
Just the meat on the bone, it's fine.
BFAB, you were hitting the gym, man. Remember what happened?
I vividly remember BFAB being in your Friday building streams and being like, I'm going to lose all this weight and I'm going to be so fit. And I'm in the tanning booth 6 times a day. It's like, what?
These are all true statements that were said.
It's not even me blowing it out of proportion either. It's 100% everything he said.
These were indeed factual statements.
Objectively true.
Let's see. But yeah, no, I mean, my stuff's been, it's been pretty nice to get back into it, but it's hard work, man. Hard work. Hard work to lose weight, let me say.
Yeah.
And the thing is that you got to remember that it's not always going to go down, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stuff happens, you're stressed or whatever, or you don't make it to the gym that day, or whatever, stuff that's out of your control. And then just because, like, I remember for me, it used to be really easy to be like, oh, well, I messed up, so this whole week doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, done. All right, doesn't matter. And like, that's the dangerous way of thinking. That's when it's like, it is done. Like, it's game over that way. You can't make any progress that way. So it's like, yeah, you got to just keep going and say, yep, man, it didn't work out this day, but oh well, keep going. Don't change the behaviors just because that day didn't work out. But it's very, very difficult. But yeah, enough about me. Politics.
When you have a gym in your complex, then there's really no. It's literally walk downstairs or take the elevator. Oh man,
I wish I had that. I mean, I got to drive, and I mean, most of the time it's not terrible. It's not super, super far away. I mean, it's still about 12 minutes. It's a 12-minute drive. But then, of course, if I wake up and it's 20 degrees outside,
yeah,
I still gotta, but I miss my days of having the gym from the apartment complex. Good times. All right, I'm going to do a little sigh. There we go. There's our Lincoln.
There we go.
Me too, BFAB. Me too. Me too. Let's see. I will say I don't want to keep going into much of this because I don't want it to be like some kind of, I don't know. But I put on my suit jacket the other day, which I have not worn in a while because there hasn't been church in a long time. So that's like really mostly the reason why I would wear it. And I put it on the other day and I was able to button the whole thing.
Wow.
Now I'm going to say again, with all the love in the world, but a lot of my, larger friends know that it gets to a point where you put those jackets on and you're just not closing them. That's just how it is. It's how it is. And that's how it's been with my go-to suit jacket for quite a while. And I put it on the other day and was able to fully button it closed. So I was like, what's this? I felt like Jack Skellington. What's this? What's this? There's buttons everywhere. What's this? All right. Okay. Let's do another one here. I think there was a couple good ones, and then I settled on this one, but there was a couple other ones I thought. Oh, Uncle Sam's a pretty good one.
Yeah, you got to do that one like the I want you,
Yeah. Where did that go again? Just saw it, and then I kept scrolling, and I should not have kept scrolling. Where did it go? Yeah, where did it go? Come on. Oh, there it is. Uncle Sam.
I forget, when do you do color?
At 11:30. So in this one, this one will probably be the first color one. It'll probably take me more than 8 minutes to draw it. And that means that we will move into the main event.
Yes, of course.
We will get the two men of the hour. All right, let's see. Uncle Sam. Time to draw another top hat. So we haven't burned down YouTube yet. That's good.
No, YouTube is it's all good, It
is doing okay. It's doing good. It's doing good. Everybody's doing well.
Joseph Zawada's here, morning.
Oh, Joseph Zawada's here. Let's do it. All right, the game has begun.
Yep.
Let's start. Let me start with this hand, which is gonna, of course, give me grief. Because why would it not? I do need to do a hands. I think I am going to do a hand stream. I mean, it sounds stupid. Wait, what does that? Go away. Get out of here. It sounds stupid to be like, hey, everybody, today's theme is hands. Because I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's like super cartoony people, like draw Homer's hand. Like, okay, it'll be yellow.
Right.
But I still think it would be very beneficial to do it. And I still would like it to be interactive, but it's kind of like, what else are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Because it'd be like the level of your input would be kind of not. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, what
Yeah,
are you all hands? What are you gonna do?
He'll be drawing a lot of Italians, pretty much.
Yeah. A lot of Italians. Like that hand looks awful. But whatever.
I mean, that hand doesn't look too bad.
I thank you for that kind words. Draw the candidates as their party mascot. So that's interesting. That's an interesting one. We should probably do that too at some point. Actually, just do the party mascots.
Yeah.
Like the symbols,
Yes.
Just got to get some of those things out of the way. Just be like, all right, this is real. We acknowledge it. Let's see. I did an Uncle Sam piece for Eclipse Graphics once upon a time. Did you ever see that?
Among all the other things you've done?
Yeah, it's an older one. It's one that's been printed. I can say that. It was Uncle Sam as a Lego minifig. So
That's
he
cool.
had his like claw hand pointing at you. A sand stream? Like what? We just all draw sand.
Just
It's
little dots
rough.
everywhere.
It's rough and coarse and all the things.
You got any good plans going on this weekend?
Sunday we have something scout related on Sunday.
Cool.
I think we're doing a hike.
How did that fundraiser end up going?
It went pretty good. Are you ready for the sad news?
No.
We missed our goal by one order.
By a quarter?
By one order.
Oh, one order. Oh.
One order.
So I actually went one day and I was like, oh, I'm going to order something. And then on the screen on the top left, it said supporting Scout blank. And I'm like, oh, did the campaign end? Oh.
No, well, it didn't end, but like the promos and stuff ended.
Yeah.
They had like some sale prices and then they had free shipping on things.
Right.
I'm led to believe that like you can use the site and order stuff all year long, but like that's not really, we had like, dates and goals and all that junk.
Sure.
But yeah, like we were able to raise 94%. And hey, I'm not complaining. It's fine with me. It is what it is. Like they just bill us for what we have to pay. So it's like, all right, but I'd rather pay 6% of what was owed than 100%.
Yeah.
So it's okay with me. The Hanlon brothers ordered some popcorn. That was kind of fun.
Yes.
And they got it. So I was like, all right, cool. But it's all good. It's all good. I trust there will be more. There will be more fundraising things in the future. It's just always been kind of hard for us because we've got really big family, like both sides. My wife and I, we have a big family, but none of them are here.
Right.
And so like in the past, when you've been like, hey, you want to help us out and buy some stuff, they would have to pay shipping. And just because we have big family doesn't mean they're not cheap. And they're like, I don't want to pay for shipping. It's like,
right.
Well, we don't live there. And so like for them to offer free shipping was a big deal. But it's all good. Don't worry about it. I appreciate those of you that took a look at it and ordered.
If you still want to support the Hinkle household, you can go to patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws.
This is true. This will still indeed go towards my son.
Directly and indirectly.
Moto's here. What's up, Moto?
How about drawing of a schoolhouse rock bill all beat up with a cast in it?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I'm just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill, and I'm hoping that they'll ratify me.
Moto is rarely like having a bad idea. I feel like he's full of mostly good ideas.
Oh, that's interesting. Joseph about the troop not letting him sell popcorn. That's really interesting.
When I was a kid, I used to go in front of Stop and Shop and loiter in front of there and sell chocolate bars to people as they were exiting Stop and Shop.
I like how you use the proper term of loitering.
Oh, it is 100%. And it was actually it was a pretty pivotal moment for me because I was selling the bars out in front of Stop and Shop, and my mentality had always been like, well, I don't want to like bother people and force them to buy stuff or like whatever.
Yeah, who wants to be that? Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, and the thing was, there was a guy who was there, and this is an area where you're not typically very trustworthy of people in general because you never know who wants what from you or who's going to steal something from you or whatever. So a guy came up, a relatively like younger guy, I guess, and he was like, "So you kids are selling chocolate bars, and you're just sitting here, like you're not saying anything. You're just expecting people to buy stuff without you actually like saying anything. Like you got to sell the stuff. Like give me a chocolate bar, I'll sell it for you." And then I'm like, no, because why would I trust a stranger with a chocolate bar? And he's like, do you really think I'm going to steal a chocolate bar from you? Give me the chocolate bar. And I'm like,
Please tell me he stole it.
No. Well, wait, hold on. So hold on. No, I thought he did not steal it. No.
Okay. All right.
So he ended up selling it. And then he's like, see, you just got to do this. You got to just, be not overwhelmingly assertive, but just say, hey, would you like to buy a chocolate bar today? And just be a bit more out there with yourself. And I'm like, okay. And then we sold like 3 boxes worth between me and a couple of my friends out in front of that Stop and Shop until they actually told us to leave. And we didn't leave. And we came back and we stole more chocolate bars and we loitered. And it was great.
Oh, wait. So you didn't even have approval?
No, you just do it.
You just like show up. You just like bring a folding table and you're like, I'm going to be here.
No, not a table. You just sit in front of the entrance and you're just like, hey, would you like to buy a chocolate bar?
And you just loiter. Yeah. I love it.
And then when this was when I was like, I don't know, 13, 14, whatever it was. And then when they're like, you need a permit, I went in and I'm like, all right, how do I get a permit? And they're like,
well, actually, I didn't want you to do it at all.
Yeah. And I'm like, no. I want a permit. How do I do it? And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And then I just went back out there and kept selling chocolate.
That's great. Thanks for the follow, Toby Doby S. Appreciate that on Twitch. And Canadian Papa Bear's here. Guess what? We beat Earthbound the other night, Papa B. My son was, he was very happy. He actually said to me, it was a beautiful moment. He said, I can see why that's your favorite game, Dad. And then he like danced away. And I was like, like it just filled my heart with so much joy. And I kept having flashbacks to my older son. And I'd be like, hey, son, you should play this game. He's like, this is old. Like ran away. And I was like, oh, like he was not having it. And I guess this time it worked out. He enjoyed it. He liked the game. All right, let's see. So yeah, look at that. 1 minute over. So we can throw some quick color on Uncle Sam and then we will get to the men of the hour. Chocolate. Yeah, exactly.
And now they charge you with trespassing. I know, right? It's stupid.
It's so funny that you're just like, I'm just gonna loiter here. Pay no attention to this little kid. Hey, would you like to buy some chocolate?
I mean, hey, people bought the chocolate and no one had a problem with it besides the people at Stop and Shop. So whatever. Can't knock the hustle. You know what I mean? Come on.
Exactly. And you like this game because it's old, like you. Now let me dab on you as I leave the room. I would hope. I don't think he was being mean. I think he liked it. He liked it. He enjoyed it. That last battle was crazy for him. I won't spoil it. You should have seen his face though when, when Papa B. He was like, his mouth was open. He was like, oh, what? Yeah. Earthbound, guys. Earthbound.
And for old people.
For old people. Yeah, that the pointing finger and arm should be a little bigger, but whatever. We're not going back now. And go back. I was waiting for you to be like, so this guy's like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Steal it? And then he steals it.
No. That was a good moment. Good moment there.
I do still think though that there should be. Yeah, he's a little angry. He's not really supposed to be angry, but he's got some like imposing eyes.
Yeah. He's got a way of words and a way with looking at you. You know.
He's got like these menacing eyebrows. Really, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like a stern look.
Yes.
What was I gonna say? I'm gonna say something. I don't remember.
Something about me loitering in front of Stop and Shop.
Oh, I still think that your life could very easily be an indie comedy film.
100%. Oh yeah.
Like you know exactly what I mean. Like not mainstream indie comedy film with like that like a musical score that's all like a ukulele and a trumpet or something.
Yes.
And every scene is like very artfully done.
Yes.
And it's gonna have a ridiculous name, like the absolutely ridiculous one tubulous world of Brian A.
The one tubulous world.
It's gotta have. It has to have some ridiculous title like that.
I love it. I'm in. I'll sell off my likeness. It's all good.
You're ready to sign it up?
Yep.
And you'll of course narrate it. It'll be you, but you'll be narrating it.
Yes. And
so
somebody else will play me.
It'll be like, yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea. And it'll be like, all right, everybody. So that's me. All right. That's how it's gonna start. Like that's how all those movies start. So everybody, this is me. You're looking at me right now. Earthbound might be for old people, but if anyone wants to laugh, get a load of Brian as he plays through 3 classic Mario games.
Hey, I never said I was good at them. I just wanted to do it. Okay.
I'm so glad you did, though. So glad. Let's see. Red.
I watched the Sesame Street video last night. Well, cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed watching Sesame Street for the first time in a while.
Oh, cool. Or is that the one that... Well, did you do that one?
I'm assuming... No. So the joke was that, oh, I'm glad you watched Sesame Street for the first time in a while. But I'm assuming he does mean the Sesame Street review video that I did.
Right. That's what I would assume.
Yeah, but I was trying to do a funny and then I failed. So.
I was trying to do a funny.
One of them funny oneies,
So there I was. I tried to make a joke. It didn't.
I was over here and I was trying to do one of them big funnies for Papa B. But
this is you again narrating in the film.
Right.
Get some of the gray hairs.
Oh, Canadian Papa Bear says he was talking to Brick Smith. So you know what? No, he wasn't talking about me. No, it's fine. He also did that.
Actually, that had nothing to do with you whatsoever. It's like,
yeah, Brian, check your ego at the door. All right, no one's talking about your Sesame Street video. It's dumb.
Oh, hey, are we doing Fireside today?
No.
Negative.
It was funny because on Monday, I said, yeah, I'm not live streaming on Wednesday, and all the kids are like, why aren't you live streaming Wednesday? And I'm like, well, anyways, I'll see you guys for Fridays at 5.
You just say, well.
And then it was really funny. Somebody says, hey, Brian, are you gonna live stream the election? And I'm like, what?
Live reaction from Bricks O'Brien.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Saviano, Bricks O'Brien, commentating the fall of our country, 2020. We're welcoming in.
You're like, okay, and all right, we're gonna zoom in on Maricopa County here. It's like, oh, here we go, we're going in.
Oh man, I could probably pull that off. That'd be great.
All right. Let's see here.
I'm on like 2 hours of sleep in 72 hours. It all depends on Maricopa County.
Brian should be played by Jack Black. That'd be pretty cool. All right.
That'd be great.
Okay. So I'm going to put in the next one. All right. So we're at the color part. And so I said earlier that I did want to draw the two men of the hour, men of the whole conversation. The reason everybody's glued to their screens for the next week. So I want to start with, the incumbent. That's what you do. So I'm going to throw that in the chat. This will be the first one. And I already had in my mind how I wanted to do this. So I'm actually going to go profile on this. That's my plan. And actually, I have drawn him before, believe it or not. I drew him in I think it was 2015, I think, for when I tried to do the Inktober challenge. And I failed that year. I did not pass. I only did like 6 drawings, I think. And then I was
Dedication to the craft.
But Canada guy. Let's see. Okay.
Joe, that's a good one.
Yeah, this is when it's going to be a struggle for people.
Yeah.
I think. But let's see. Let's see what we can do here.
I do have to say, if Biden did end up winning and the first tweet out of the account isn't Donald, you're fired, I swear that'll be the most liked tweet on Twitter. It'd be amazing.
There was something interesting that what's her name? Greta? You know, Greta, like the
Yes, I was just gonna mention that too.
Hers was pretty on point.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really say much when you're just saying someone's words right back at them.
Yeah.
Hey, all it is just saying exactly what you, and it's like verbatim too.
Yes.
So it's like, let's see here.
Joe, I was going to bring that one up too. That audio clip is beautiful. Oh man. Did you end up hearing that one, Kevin, about the Christmas decorations in Melania?
Oh yeah. I've heard that one too.
What a savage. She's just like, who cares? Like,
I have indeed.
Oh man.
Heard that
That's just, and that's one of those things, like, that's not a political thing either. That's just funny, man. That's just,
Brian was amused. I think I need to move the ear, actually. I think it's a little too close. Actually, no, hold on. This is looking stupid. Let me fix this. Let's see.
You're drawing him bald first. That's fitting.
Well, I usually do that with all the characters, and then I throw the character, the hair on top of it, because I'm trying to get the head shape.
Of course.
Don't you start reading too much into things. Don't you dare. Don't you dare start reading into things.
I didn't say anything. All right.
Okay. Okay. I'm having difficulty. Let me switch over to the other side. This is something else I do too. If I'm like struggling with a part, I'll just move to the other like side and come back to it.
Right.
Okay.
So you're gonna do like a head-to-head sort of a deal?
Yeah, it's exactly what I was thinking of doing. Yeah. It is the color part. Yeah. I'm worried how many orange markers he's gonna go through. Oh, Papa B. Good old Papa B. I did think it was really funny. Speaking of Canada, I did think it was really funny on that stream. I don't know why Nick didn't get it. I guess it's because it doesn't matter to him. But I was like, this is really interesting that it is literally election day, and Brian has a blue hoodie on, Joshua has a red shirt on, and the Canadian in the stream has a purple shirt. This is like, it's very subliminal messaging here. It's very
totally unintentional.
Yeah, no, and I didn't even think for a second it was, but it was just like the fact that it was happening then is just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, of course.
So interesting. Let's see. Oh, so now that the month is over, here, let me think about anything else in the world I can talk about. So now that the month is over of October, the final tally on my Halloween stickers was a complete and total bomb, which is kind of unfortunate. So I sold one of the full set. So someone was like, I want the whole set. That was cool. I sold one of the Scream like Ghostface killer. Yes. And then I sold one Pennywise and one Frankenstein's monster.
Jeez.
That's it. I was actually really surprised. I'm not gonna lie, because I figured it's topical, it's spooky. I was proud of the artwork. I thought I did a good job on the artwork.
Yeah, that's good.
And I just thought it was like the best time to do it, and it did not work. It was a total complete bomb. I'm like, wow, all right. And I even did, we've talked about this before. I still think the whole buying Instagram ads is such a waste of money. But I did it again just because I'm like, I really can't afford to not sell these. And so I bought an Instagram ad. The post got, again, however many thousands of eyeballs on it, but nothing, nada.
I bet you, if there was some way you translated that artwork into something else besides stickers, there might be some other success there. You never know. Yeah, I was playing around with it a little bit last night in Printful. Yes. So I was like looking to see like how things were looking with like, how would it look on a pillow? How does this look on I was looking at some beanies, and I put the Mario artwork in there, and like it lets you do it embroidered, and I'm like, well, that looks sharp. That looks like I'm just waiting for the lawyers to hit that one. Yeah. Because it's just like, it looks perfect. Like it looks exactly like an official product, which it's not. But there was some cool stuff that I need to look at on there. But yeah, Ray, wow is indeed the word for that. I was very surprised. I never expect to like sell anything out. I don't have any delusions of grandeur. I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna blow everything out of the water. It's gonna be great. But like, that is really my worst performing launch yet, and that was just really surprising. Like, Halloween theme stickers during the month of Halloween, kind of some of the most iconic spooky characters of all time, and it did that poorly. But I'm not gonna stop, so don't think that that's like declaring failure, because it's not. I'm just like, wow, all right, okay. Thank you, Larry. Draw G.I. Joe, the real American hero. All right, I think I need to shrink it a little bit, because move it like there. Like there. All right. Dare I color this? I shall color this. All right, let's see. 2020 is rough all around. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Yeah, the lack of shows is definitely sinking in for me too. It's like, as a general thing. And then all the 2021 shows, those are getting canceled one by one.
I was so sad. I was so sad that the Dark Crystal on Netflix was canceled. So sad. Such a beautiful show. What is going on, Miss Tapcat?
Hello.
Welcome. This is an interesting screen for anybody. It's like, oh, that's what we're doing today. Indeed. Yeah, Ray. No, you're on the money. Your audience is into cutesy Lego stuff. Might not be as much crossover. Yeah, no, totally. I'm trying to bust that shell as hard as I can. I think I'm gonna throw like a red, like super quick red color background behind him, and then I'll do a blue one behind.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. Has keep it civil, draws the counter to. Yeah, I gotta put it in there, man. Gotta keep it civil.
Everyone's kept it civil so far.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
About that.
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I was saying, whoops, wrong layer. I was saying earlier that as much as I'm sure a lot of people want an escape, it's just like, again, I'm also a person that creates content, and it just really felt off to be like, imagine this is not happening right now. Like, nah.
That's been happening with many other creators, not even just like artists or otherwise, just everyone, no matter who you are.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, and I think it's like both arguments make sense, right? For people that they're not, necessarily a creative type, they do look for YouTube videos or Twitch streams or, music or people that write or draw as an escape because they are stressed out and they want to see something that's nice and cool, like that's totally valid. But then again, it's totally valid that the people that make those things also get stressed out and they need to like have an escape at some point. So it's just like, both sides of that argument have merit. And it's just like, what do you do? What do you do?
I mean, I personally believe this year is not the year for complacency in any regard, that making these issues aware is important, no matter who you are and who you support and whatever. It's important. So I know I've never had any issues bringing up what, little I have realistically in my streams, but
yeah,
I don't feel anyone's like, no one has said to me, hey Brian, I don't really think you should be talking about this stuff. And like, I know with my audience, I'm able to be like, hey, I don't really care. I'm doing what I want. And then everyone's like, all right, cool. That's fine.
Yep.
The complaints have been put into the proper reciprocal. So.
Have they?
Yes. In the garbage.
The what do people call that? File 13. I think that's another way to say. Some people also say that, I think, for trash is file 13. Yeah. I've heard that before.
Oh, maybe Papa Bear meant what you are drawing isn't civil. Well, it's a matter of just drawing both political candidate front runners, and
exactly
that's all it is.
That's all it is, indeed. Let's see.
Hey Jeff, I watch your content. Don't say that.
Jeff makes things. Jeff's good. Jeff's good people.
Jeff is okay.
He's all right.
He's okay.
I love how quick you are always, like, so quick on any stream you're in or any video you're on when somebody's like, so-and-so is really great. You're like, he's all right. Like, so fast, like at a heartbeat. Like, there's no hesitation. It could be anything. I don't know. Nick is really talented. He's okay.
he's one of my favorites to do that with too.
That's so good.
Hey, right.
He totally like set you on fire though when he was like, I need a real builder as a partner.
I knew it too. Like, I have no delusions about what that dynamic would be like if we were on Lego Masters. He would try to do some talking and be wholesome and get his name out there and his brand out there and be like, yeah, I'm Breaking Nick. I live stream on Twitch. And I'd be like, listen, I'm Brian Saviano. I'm the best. twitch.tv/BricksO'Brien. Forget about this guy. All right.
I'm the best.
That's what our team name would be. The best. You know? That's it.
That's great. I love it.
Because it's the truth, you know?
Indeed.
I would also do that same mentality. If I had Kirk on my team, I would just take credit for all of the builds and just talk.
Can you give us a little Kirk?
Hello there. My name is Kirk Wilson. I go by Vision Bricks here on YouTube, and I do some correspondent work for Beyond the Brick when I can. And it's an absolute pleasure for me to be here on Lego Masters, and I'm very excited to do my best on the show.
Love it.
Like an oddly deep voice, you know? You don't really expect it, but...
Yeah. All right, let me throw...
Especially considering he's 4'2", you know?
All right, now we're gonna... That's... we're done with that one. I would say that looks like him. All right. I think I did better on that than I did on Uncle Sam. I'm sorry, Uncle Sam. All right. Let me get another. And I think when I'm done with both, I'll put the background, I think, behind it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
All right.
Oh, feels like you get a horrific edit on Lego Masters. They clip me saying something insane and then use it in the Super Bowl ad. I get I'm the crazy person at edit. Yes. But you know what? That's what gets the views, Joe. And you know what? That's what's most important when it's reality TV. It's whoever can like make the biggest fool of themselves. And
yeah,
you know what? Because, you know, even if you win that competition, that doesn't mean you're going to be the favorite or the most memorable, you know? You gotta pull a what was it? Who won American Idol, but like didn't end up taking off? I think it was Kelly Clarkson. She ended up not winning, but she did better.
No, Kelly Clarkson won.
Who was it? One of them didn't win, but
that
like took
off.
Off.
That show's had like 30 seasons.
No, I know, but there was like a couple of them that have done exceptionally well, even though they came in like second or third.
Oh, Jeff has a link. What is the link? I want to see Jeff's link. Can he post it? Yeah.
I don't know what his link is, but okay.
You can post it. Does it let you on YouTube or no? I know Twitch doesn't let you unless you're like a VIP or something.
Yeah, it does.
Does YouTube let you do it?
Yes, it does. Especially if he's a moderator, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff's a moderator, isn't he? Or no?
I think Adam Lambert. Yeah, that sounds about right. He's on tour with the Queen tribute band as one thing, but there's a couple of them too. Like they've done like a lot better than American Idol ever did for the winner.
Yeah, I feel like out of like honestly, the show's had so many seasons.
Of course.
I feel like the only winner that did anything in my mind was Kelly Clarkson. I was like, oh yeah, you're still around. You do things. You have a show and you sing. I feel like she doesn't really sing anymore. I feel like she's more like
she's got a talk show.
Yeah, I feel like exactly. I feel like it's more about the talk show than it is about her singing now. Yeah. But whatever. I mean, that's fine.
Philip Phillips. Oh, he won. Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, what was that other guy? Ruben Studdard, right?
Yeah, he's won, but he didn't like do a lot with it. I wish there was a way to like organize it by eClout or something.
By eClout.
Yeah. Oh, not Carrie Underwood. I know there must be somebody out there who knows a bit more than me, but yeah, I know there is. Carrie Underwood won, but I'm talking about someone who came in like second or third, but did better than first place. Yeah, there's so many seasons of that show that it doesn't really.
Yeah, wasn't it like 20?
Oh, like 30 or something.
Jeez.
Close. Season, let's say.
It kind of got a little stale.
Yeah.
And I remember also being very angry. Like I felt betrayed when they did their whole like farewell season and then it wasn't.
And they came back, of course.
It's like it was like the most obvious marketing ploy ever. Like, you know, hey, going out of business sale, right? Like, we want to drive up business, so come to our going out of business sale. Oh, by the way, we're not going out of business.
Yeah.
Like, I felt so betrayed. I was like, and I wasn't like ever like a hardcore fan of the show, but I watched like the first, I don't know, 3 seasons when it was new and everybody liked it.
Of course.
And then I'm like, oh, what is this? What are you doing to me? Let's see. I know the head is off on this. I'll fix that a little bit. Oops. Whoopsies. Oh, that's why.
Has a family member who considered going on American Idol, but he doesn't have the backstory for it. Federal prison for 8 years isn't going to bring in the votes.
Wait, what?
Somebody in Joe's family went to federal prison for 8 years, and he considered going on American Idol, but he doesn't have the traumatic backstory for it, which is fair.
Which gets the views, right?
Yes, which is why I would be absolutely perfect for Lego Masters. I have the traumatic backstory with Lego. It's literally written in the stars. It's ready to go. Ship it. It's done.
What's up, Bunnies? Bunny says, thank you for the awesome gift. Absolutely. You're very welcome. Thank you for helping provide for my family. It's not quite. It's not quite there. It's getting there. I just remember that the fire alarm went off. Forgot about that already. And I only say that because now dog is barking. So if you hear that,
you got 2 little itty bitty dogs, right?
Oh yeah, super annoying, yippy little chihuahuas. The yippiest.
Very loud.
It's a little louder than normal. It makes me feel like maybe they left the door up ajar up there. They do that sometimes to me. Like they'll open it up and they hear, like my family will hear that I'm busy or I'm streaming or something, and then they don't close it.
Right.
They just like, kind of half close it. And it's like, well, I mean, there's a reason I had it closed to begin with, but okay.
Yep. But you know what? Isn't that the best?
What a blessing.
Hashtag bless this mess.
Hashtag blessed.
That's one of my favorite, like, super cheesy Midwestern mom quotes that they put on like a, burned in piece of oak to put in the kitchen. Hashtag bless this mess.
A burned piece of oak.
It's literally what it is, right above.
Oh, I know. It's so good.
That you sell on Etsy for $45 to convince yourself that you spent good money on a handmade item when they clearly just made it in like Photoshop in 30 seconds.
You got the words, man. You know what things, like, you got like the right mix. A wordsmith. You're like a wordsmith.
I am?
You are.
What did I say?
You said things.
Oh.
You just like know what to say, when to say. It's just like.
Do I?
Yeah.
Does that translate to talking to women? Can I translate that accordingly?
It probably doesn't help you.
Doesn't help me specifically.
No, probably not.
No, probably not. No.
It's just like we're gonna already call that off. It's like, yeah.
That political race is over. Thank you very much, everyone.
We are calling all 50 states against Mr. Saviano. Dang.
Aww.
I thought I had a better shot than that.
Better luck next time.
So Joe's a little harder, and I think the reason is Ray probably knows this too, because Ray's done caricature art for so many years. Is I feel like his face isn't unique enough. That makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but like people that have super unique features are usually really easy to get their likenesses down, because you're like, oh, I just got to do this, this, and this, and you can tell who it is.
Right.
And he doesn't necessarily have those. So it's a little more difficult to like capture. I feel like that makes his hair look too long, and it's not really. Let's see. I feel like the head is a different scale. It might be. I'll change the scale up in a second. They might be different.
Because you hit his teeth. That might have something to do with it.
What?
Because you hit Biden's teeth.
Oh yeah, I mean his smile is definitely his, and because he has like this crooked smile,
right?
And that's like when I designed the minifig artwork, like that was it. The smile was where it was. Like there you go, done.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one before. That's absolutely it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than the other one. That's all right. We'll fix it.
Yeah, you can scale it up pretty easily.
We'll fix it.
You got any good plans for this weekend?
You already asked me that.
Oh, I did. The change?
No. Did they change? No. Yeah, Boy Scout stuff on Sunday, but Saturday is just another Saturday, which means, grocery shopping, laundry, stuff like that. Boring stuff that nobody wants to do. Yeah. Nobody wants to do any of that junk, but you got to do it.
True.
All right. I think I'm okay with that. Let's see. I'm gonna try to. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Color.
Man, there's like nothing changed when you click the refresh button. There's nothing different.
Oh, you looking at that map?
I am, yes.
Yeah, it's not gonna change. Let's see. More head in the back, huh? Maybe. Let's see. See if I can cheat a little bit. Would be helpful. Maybe if it was a little bit more like that. I'm gonna call it. I don't want to mess around with too much.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you for the input, though. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I know the numbers are changing very slightly over time, but will we know by Fortnite Fridays at 5? Maybe.
Let's see here. What's up, Bricksomniac? Oh, you know what? Let me add. Hold on. I don't want to lose that color, so let me throw it on there first, and then I'll add some lines. That's maybe too pale. There we go. That's fine. I want to add something here. This drawing snatched my hand. Hide fully ventilated wig. What? Just kind of get some kind of. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I can't wait to get pizza later today.
I remember
kind of where I'm at mentally.
I remember pizza. All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, you don't eat fun things anymore. Oh,
you don't eat fun things anymore.
You eat carrots with like kale sauce or something.
Ooh, kale sauce. No, I don't eat. Yeah, not really.
I constantly struggle between like, obviously being healthy is good, and I don't eat like absolute hot garbage every single day, like steak and cheese, calzone, etc. But I'm also of the belief of like, man, eating like popcorn and peanut butter for dinner is just kind of like, You know?
Ew. Popcorn and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Who's eating that? Are you?
No, my mother has.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like
bad.
spoons of peanut butter and then just popcorn.
Yeah, she'll put like the peanut butter like with the popcorn. She'll like scoop it. It's really weird.
That is weird.
It's not good.
So yeah, as I was telling you, I just like have to keep track of calories, which I never thought I'd be doing in my life, but here I am. And so I can eat whatever I want. I just can't go over the calorie. And the thing is that, eating whatever you want sounds great. And then when you start looking at it, you're like, oh, but if I want this one cheeseburger from this place, it's 800 and that's like it. Like I can't eat anything else for the rest of the day.
Right.
And so it's like, I'm not necessarily limited of eating anything, but it's just because of that, it eliminates a lot of things on its own. But it doesn't mean I don't do it at all. I do it every now and then, but it's just like, I can't, you understand.
Everything in moderation, and some things definitely have their benefits to their, to everything. Like you messaged me the other day about like, oh, I didn't get this milkshake. Milkshakes are rarely ever worth it, in my opinion. Binge on the calories.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like I always feel like it looks like a good thing, but I can't ever remember being like the only time I can remember like legitimately loving that decision was Brickfair, Virginia, when we got those like Frosties at 3.
Oh, but that's after a long day of stress and
that was like
punch.
Like that whole day now in my mind was us going to Wendy's at I think it was 1 a.m.
It was like 1:30, yeah.
1:30 in the morning to get Frosties, and us being like disgusting and sweaty and gross, and we had worked like 18-hour days.
Yep.
And that was the last day of an 18-hour day after like how many 18-hour days in a row. Yep. Like that now was like a beautiful memory.
Yes.
It's like this summed up the experience.
And I thrive for that moment of like, I worked super hard today and I just don't care about calories. I'm eating this Frosty right now. And it's such a level of satisfaction that like, a salad it can't hit it. It literally can't. You can't do it.
Yeah. What's up, In Productions?
You can't tell me there's ever been a human being alive that's worked for that long and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna feel good about this salad right now. Get out of here. No.
Have you ever seen those like what do they call them? Mukbang videos?
No, but I've heard of them.
Where it's like people eating food, like not just food, like ridiculously large amounts of food on video, and it's like it's really interesting. It's very odd. But hey, good for them.
Right. Exactly.
I feel like you should try one. You should just do one.
I've thought about doing food related videos, but then I feel like a lot of the comments would be like, man, this really fat guy is just going to town on this McGriddle right now, Not that I care about the internet hate, but like, I don't want to be preaching to the choir here.
I know what you mean. You're like, you're like, I don't exactly want to walk into the high school with the kick me sign on my back.
Right. Exactly. That's precisely it.
It's like if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But I'd rather not like paint a target on my back.
Right. And, I would much rather like, okay, here's like a 1-minute food video from my Instagram, not like a video dedicated to whatever.
Yeah. I got you. That's not terrible. It's not terrible. I don't think it's quite.
Biden looks way too stern. He looks ticked.
I think the photo I'm looking at was at the debate.
That might have been it.
I think that's what I'm actually looking at right now. All right. Let me add another layer because I'm going to throw the stuff in the background.
This malarkey over here.
Let's see. Let's get this. Oops. I noticed where I forgot the white. Yeah, there's your mistake. Debate fiction. Well, it's because I wanted to have like profiles, and I knew that they had a lot of profile pictures from that. Because that's like the whole thing is that they're looking at each other.
Right, exactly.
Um,
Oh, you could draw the fly. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't know if I like. Let me try this again. I don't know if I like that.
You don't like what?
I don't know if I like this.
I feel like you had a red, white, and blue in some way. I don't know, but yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of basic.
Here it's like. Laser vision. And then the other one the same way. It's like Dragon Ball Z. I want to do something. I don't want them just like there. Political cartoon with the bird fighting the fly.
That's good. I like that suggestion.
I might just call it with that. Let's see. Oh, I didn't do any shadow on the tie. Let me do that. And then go a little lighter with this. Go back here.
Yeah, even if it's quick, at some point here, you got to do the elephant and the donkey.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's already 12:15.
Yeah.
You know what they say about having fun?
Time flies when you're having what little fun you can in 2020. I keep going to like my friends and I'm like, man, can we do something fun? And then they laugh at me, you know?
Brian.
Like, oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Why did I bring that up?
Of course not. Why would you want that?
You just need to ask that other guy if he's satisfied, since he liked I will never forget that his favorite moment of the year was Australia being on fire. It's like, are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you satisfied?
Yeah, that guy, he's a character.
Indeed. Indeed he is. All right. Okay. Done. What is fun? What is fun?
Like, what is fun for 500?
All right. Brian, you want to throw in the chat the political party symbols or something like that, and I'll throw it up on there.
There we go.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Google shows some interesting things sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that if I were you.
What? Search
Like,
for things?
Yeah, you could find some questionable things.
Well, it's like I searched for the political party symbols, and I got all Star Wars symbols, like Empire, Resistance, the Rebel Alliance.
Interesting.
I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Jeff, throw that in there too. Appreciate that. Okay. This is pretty much exactly how I thought today would go, so that's good.
Yeah.
This is kind of like in my mind. This is what I was imagining was going to happen because like I said, I was planning to throw each of them in there just because you have to. And so I was like, the rest will probably be like American stuff, I think.
You end up doing oh no, I think I know the answer. You dropped off your ballot, didn't you?
Yeah.
Cool.
The whole family together.
Nice.
And my son in his first.
Did he vote?
Yeah, his first time.
There you go. Good for him.
It was pretty funny though, because I mean it is his first time, so he doesn't know what he's doing.
Sure.
But we were going through it and he's like, okay. I kid you not, he was like, so who am I supposed to vote for?
Oh no.
And I was like, you vote for who you want to vote for. I mean, and we're, you know, it doesn't matter how we feel. Like, we're not going to sit here and tell our child who to vote for. And so we're like, here's what, despite my own parents not at all adhering to that in any way, shape, or form. But I was like, here's what we think. Here's what we believe. And we think you should do what you believe. And you should, you know, educate yourself as much as you can and read as much as you can and make a decision. Like, that's how we want it.
And then he took a big sigh of relief and said, "Let's go, Kanye!" And then he ticked it off right in the box.
Boom.
Mic drop. Done.
And I'm finished. So, but yeah, it was pretty funny because he's like, okay, so who am I supposed to vote for? Like, no, incorrect. That's not how this works. It's almost gonna be Thanksgiving, Brian. It's gonna
Don't
be.
Even remind me. I gotta do this 24-hour live stream.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
One time, gotta do it.
I know.
One time.
I plan on. So my plans for Thanksgiving are all sorts of skewed because my mother is very paranoid about going over to my aunt's house. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is wake up super late Friday, correct my sleep schedule to do that accordingly, and then only be up for like 25 hours.
Yeah.
And just do it that way. Because I can be awake for 24 hours. And as long as I allocate my energy accordingly, I should be fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you. Brickbender Underworld, what's up? Welcome. Thanksgiving was weeks ago, says the Canadian.
See, I get it because he's Canadian and he celebrated a couple weeks ago. So you get the joke, Kevin?
I got that.
You get the joke. Did you know, Kevin?
I got it.
Actually, Canadian Thanksgiving was a couple weeks ago.
Is that a Canadian accent? What are you doing?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. That's weird. That's definitely not here.
Yeah. I have the windows open because it's such a nice day out, but yeah, I'm like right in the downtown area.
Good today again? It's good.
Yeah, it's like 60 something.
It was good yesterday too.
Mm.
All right, there's one. Let's do the other one.
Does anybody in the chat know offhand the history behind the donkey and the elephant? Like why those were the two chosen?
Funny that you say that because I'm looking at the Google image results and it says like the title of the image I'm looking at says the history of the Republican Party symbol. At least for the elephant.
Is there any decent explanation or it's just kind of like...
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the image results, so it's like...
you're not looking at the... I thought it was an article or like a diagram.
Well, there is, and that's just the title of it on the image, you know, because it's like, click here to see the rest of the article.
Makes sense.
It's so interesting how in all these symbols, the elephant is so simplified. Like in a lot of them, almost all of them, it's very, very, very simplified, like iconic elephant. But then the donkey, every single one of them, it has like slightly different interpretation, like more realistic, less realistic, a little bit more, you know, iconic. But like the elephant is always the same.
Right.
It's like not super realistic at all. Hooves.
Oh, that makes sense, Miss Tapcat. Okay.
What?
She has the explanation for the Democratic Donkey. Isn't the Democrat the elephant?
No.
Really? Have I gotten it wrong this entire time?
Brian's like, oops. That's why you're like driving on the highway. You're like, what are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oops.
Oops. Oh, I totally got it wrong. Oh well. Not that I've ever picked a candidate based. Oh, this one's a donkey. I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? I want to do this based on what animal symbol.
You know, some people probably do. You know,
it just feels right. I'm gonna move. Oh, that's why. I'm gonna move it up here. There we go.
this Tapcat has the entire definition of both in the chat here. Thank you.
Appreciate the assistance. I'm assuming that when this image goes up later today, when I save out the social media collage of today's doodles, this will be another post that I'll need to closely monitor for toxic comments and misinformation.
Yeah, you absolutely are. Because someone who doesn't have any social awareness is going to be like, I'm going to talk about my candidate. It's like, what?
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
It was crazy. It was crazy when I did it on Tuesday. So, I mean, I think I blocked 20 accounts.
Did you really?
No.
Did you like tag it like election day, whatever?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I tagged my cheesecake post with election day and all that. I got nothing.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, mine was specifically like, here's who I voted for.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well,
but
I didn't do that.
You know, because that's what it is. You know, it is what it is. I have every right to say who I voted for.
Sure.
And I didn't, even in my post, I didn't make any attempts to persuade anyone one way or the other.
No.
I just say, hey, here, I did this artwork of this guy. I voted. Now you should vote. But yeah, there was a lot of nonsense on it.
Was it like people that you knew of or just
no? Most of them were people I'd never heard of. I went to their accounts and their accounts are just like garbage. They're not real. You know, there was a couple that did have like Lego minifigs as the profile image. But again, I mean, that doesn't mean anything.
Just get them out of here.
I was like, no, you're done. You're out.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. There's that. We should do some kind of like a vote of something ballot related or something. No, yeah, you're good, Lindsay. Don't worry. I got stuff out of it. Like nothing stayed on that post for more than, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes before it was gone. I was like, nope, and that comment's gone. Nope, man, that one's gone too. Most people were spared from the nonsense.
Helpful being spared from the nonsense.
Oh yeah. It's usually shadow people who are keyboard warriors, says CC. Yeah. Hawkeye says, I would have personally made a design for both of them if it was me. Yep, but it was me and I didn't. But I mean, I get it, but no. Because the point of it was not, hey, look at these two guys. The point of it was, here's who I support. Now go do your thing.
Right.
The donkey from Shrek. Oh, the donkey was taken from Shrek. Oh, that's a good one, Jeff. A voter's booth. Yeah. Let's do that. Voters booth.
Yeah, I didn't even share on social media that I voted. I just didn't. I didn't. Well, I did a mail-in ballot, so I didn't get a sticker. I didn't do anything. It was just like whatever. The adults that are there, they know to do what they got to do, and for those it doesn't apply to, then whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I exercised my constitutional right, and I said that in the quarantine cast. I was like, everyone should do so if they are able to.
Let's see. There was a couple people though that responded to that post saying like, "Can I buy this?" No.
Cool.
I guess I can never seem to predict the things that people will buy. It's like this, but then again, it's not a surprise because it's Lego stuff. So
Well, and then anytime you do something political for like a product or something, I think you're automatically, whether it's in your head objectively right or wrong or whatever, you're automatically discounting X amount of people that would have bought your stuff, but
Sure.
because it's of a party of some kind, it's like, all right, here's a fraction of your audience that could be gone.
Yeah, and I did think about that, and I was like, yeah, there'll probably be some folks that are like, done with following my artwork online because of this, but oh well.
Yeah,
and
as long as you're willing to accept the circumstances of that and you're willing to work with it, then that's fine,
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, I have nobody in my life that I have like sworn off because of what they think about politics and this.
Oh, of course. But you're a rational human being.
I'm a rational person. I try to be, at least. I'm doing like the little portable thing where it's like, it comes in like a suitcase and you like set it up. It's got like a little light and a little cord. A little light here. What was I going to say? I was going to say something else. So yeah, after that post went up, I lost 2 followers. So nice. 2 people were like, almost immediately, 2 people were like, and I'm out. And then I gained 8.
There you go.
I was like, all right, whatever. I mean, I didn't do it for that, but like, okay. Here's what I find more interesting than that. What I find more interesting than that is every time on my personal social media accounts, like my personal Twitter, my personal Instagram, anytime I post something that is not Lego related, like if I post a picture of my kid, always lose followers every time. Never fails.
On Facebook?
No, not well, Facebook's kind of not really the same thing, but
yeah, right.
Like Twitter and Instagram. Like on Mr. Kevin Hinkle, like if I post, hey, picture of my kid, I lose like 2 followers. And it'd be like, hey, picture of Halloween, I lose like 3. Because it's like people that have clearly followed me because they are obsessed with Lego and I had some kind of connection with Lego and that's all they care about. And they're hoping that will continue. I can understand.
People are so like delusional like that. I don't know. I can't get behind that.
Yeah. It's the same reason why a lot of, what's up, Joey? A lot of Lego employees, like designers, marketing people, whatever, what have you. Once they are, I don't know, discovered, I guess is the right word, that they work for Lego, all of a sudden they get these crazy amount of follows because the community is desperate for information. And of course. That's how it's always been. It's not anything new. They're like, oh, this person works for Lego, so I should follow them because maybe, in 2 years from now, that'll pay off because they're going to release some information they shouldn't release and I'll know something before other people won't. And it's never true, but that's what people think. They think that that's what's going to happen.
Those people are so trained to not do that. It's incredible,
Yeah, spill the beans.
Yeah, they will absolutely not ever do that. And if they do, that's never a worthwhile thing to like, I don't know, capitalize on or what. Like, it's like, who cares? Who honestly, do you care about this information?
Yeah,
that's gonna come out anyways. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's like I said, we put a lot of money back in the day when I was still there into like researching how fans think, what they do. And there was a lot of evidence that showed that members of the Lego fan community actively seek out Lego employees and search and follow them and friend them and stuff on social media because they think they're going to get a deeper connection to the company that way. Like it's, not really a commentary on right or wrong. I think it's a little weird, but it was a fact. Like that's what they do. Like, oh, so-and-so works for Lego here, so I want to be friends with them because I want to have a deeper connection to this company that produces a product that I love. And I think that that's what will happen if I am now following them. And then secondary to that, they think that that person is going to leak information or show little behind the scenes photos. And, sometimes they do. Like the designers actually post quite a bit of information that I'm usually raising an eyebrow to on social media. Because it's kind of stuff that I've been told in the past to never do, and they kind of get away with some of that stuff. But it's just the way it is. So people are not usually happy with me when I'm like, this is a Lego account. It's like, no, this is my personal account, and these are my kids and my life. I agree that a lot of it does have Lego in it, and it has for a long time. But when I haven't gone to a single show in a year, you're not going to have a lot of Lego stuff in it now. So, yeah,
that's just a shame to, hear people. That's the only reason people are friendly with these people. It's because you want something from them, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Joey says that may explain why I boosted in followers on Instagram when I worked at Lego. Yeah. Oh, wait, you work for Lego now? Follow.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow. How's the stream doing? We get any dislikes on this one yet?
0. We plan on keeping it that way.
Okay. I was expecting some, to be honest. I had been checking it all week because, I like I said, I set up the stream on the weekend. And as soon as I just named it politics, I'm like, I bet you anything this will have dislikes before I even start it. And I was surprised that there wasn't any.
Kids are not out to troll or be, that kind of way.
Oh, Jeff says there's one. There's the one.
Oh, there it is. Because when you will it into existence, of course.
That does happen too, actually. I've noticed that.
Well, I'm going to be a troll and I'm going to like it right now. I dislike it right now.
That's what all these people sound like, I'm going to be edgy and I'm going to dislike it because I want to stand out from the pack. And that's what diversifies me from all the other people that are watching right now.
Oh, thank you, Ray. Ray's out here doing the good work. Take my mind off it.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Ray. Love you too. Hit that Patreon shop while you got it, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Hit the Etsy store on your way out. That one was a pretty good one, though. That was pretty.
That'd be the exit line when someone's like, I'm leaving. This is a... Just, hey, Etsy.com.
Hit up that Etsy store on your way out.
Exit through the gift shop.
Oh, boy. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's true.
It's very true.
Captain Edgelord has struck. Prepare to be edgy. Ooh, who's that? Who's Captain Edgelord? Do you know?
I don't know.
Wow, those are.
I think Jeff's just like trying to, say that Captain Edgelord is an entity.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was gonna put stars, but it looked kind of dumb, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we still have time to do some more.
Yeah, we do.
I think I want to. Okay, I'm gonna merge these. I don't like doing that before I'm done, but I'm gonna do it so that I can move these out of the way. Make them a little smaller. Put them down here, maybe. Can I put? Oh, there's space. I can put it there. All right. Okay. All right. What do you guys got? Any other suggestions? Any other ideas? Nah, kids like to troll about adults having fun with toys.
Kids like to troll about anything, Joey. They'll take whatever happiness they can out of people's sales whenever they can.
It's true.
That's why I have such a low tolerance for that nonsense on my streams. I'm just like, and you're gone. Goodbye. And Jeff is a great person to have as a moderator because he loves doing it too.
Let's see. That's dumb. I rarely unfollow people, says Lindsay. Oh, here, Jeff. There it is. In my mind, I'm like, someone's going to have to ask for that.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, of course.
That'll probably be how we end it. All right, let's see. This came out pretty good, actually.
I agree.
I mean, I might mess it up right now, but this is some good stuff. Some good stuff here today. I don't have many jobs in life, but when a kid acts up.
Right. And you know what? A lot of the people that do misbehave, they're never like, oh, why did I get banned? They're just like, okay, I'm done.
Do you get any of those like people reaching out saying, I was banned, can you please reconsider or whatever?
It's happened, I think, once or twice on like Instagram. Like people will reach out from a different account and be like, hey, I can't view your post or something. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Because no, honestly, what'll happen is I'll probably get some sort of weird message, and then I'm like, all right, I'm not responding to this. This is uncomfortable for me. Block. Done. No warning, no nothing. Because I'm just not responding to it. And then they'll message me like, hey, what happened? I'm like, I don't know. You probably said something that I'm like, I'm not responding to, and that's it.
I find that, for some reason, I find that very humorous. You're like, oh, this is uncomfortable for me. Ban.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
What else should the policy for me be? Like, hey, I'm sorry, this doesn't make me comfortable. Like, no, just done.
It's your you're a person, and you're not a, I mean, I guess you could make the debate that you're a business, but it's your business.
Yeah,
and
I do what I want.
Do what you want. It's just so funny to me. It's like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Block.
Because otherwise, what am I supposed to do? Entertain the idea, and then somebody is like, "Oh no, but I'll follow up with you, and I'll keep messaging you and inadvertently pestering you." I'm like, no, that's it.
Nah,
I don't got time for it.
Nah, bruh.
Oh, I respect my time a lot more than that, and that's like I don't do that to other people.
Yeah, exactly. Treat others as you wish to be treated.
Yes, which is a policy of my live streams that I say every time. And Lindsay says, except for that one kid that complained to Nick's stream because you banned him, then Nick almost banned him. I'm pretty sure that was an adult, I think, that didn't know how to like behave online. That wasn't like getting it. And I'm like, all right, whatever.
I mean, there's a few of those.
If somebody has a problem and they care that much about it, they can reach out to me, but no one ever does. Normally when I block someone, they're like, whatever, goodbye. My favorite's when people request to be unbanned and I get to it before Brian, and my response is play stupid games, win stupid prizes. There you go.
Boom. Jeez.
It's true.
Jeff does like this.
Yeah. I play that same exact way in life. I don't mess around in life. If I got an issue with you, I'm going to tell you and we're going to work through it. And if you don't want to work through it, it's fine.
It is fine indeed.
That's why I complain to Kevin all the time about how much I don't like him. And I'm very upfront with that. And I bring my issues to him and we work through it.
Yeah,
he just bans me from his chat.
It's a miracle that we speak to each other.
Yeah, we disagree on a lot of things. Like he thinks Earthbound is an objectively good game.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute Brian. That's so sad. You've never even played it.
That's the joke. Hi, Brickanista.
That's the joke. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Yes.
You should play it, though. Everybody should play
I know. It's something I got to do at some point. Not for videos, but probably for my own enjoyment.
Yeah. Since I just finished it again, I'm once again inspired to play the third one, which of course there's lots of fan translations, but has never once in the history of ever been officially translated and released in North America by Nintendo.
I think it will now that you have what was it? There's like a couple of games. Yes. Oh, if they can do Fire Emblem, the first Fire Emblem, come on. They're gonna
I know.
Stupid. What a stupid game.
I know. It's just like they leave you on such a big cliffhanger in Earthbound. It's just like, yeah. You're telling me I'm never gonna know the end of this?
One day, I have full faith.
I mean, I could have done the fan translation long ago, but I just, I don't know. I don't know.
Miss Tapcat has to prioritize this weird thing called work, and we'll be leaving. That's okay.
That's fine. That's okay.
I'm Miss Tapcat.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
For our special, wow. Let's try that again. Sometimes it's very difficult to draw a straight line, so you just got to cheat.
Yeah, no, as a professional artist, I'm sure that's a big struggle for you to draw a straight line. It's incredible.
Somehow
absolutely unfathomable.
Somehow that seemed like some kind of insult.
I mean, you can't draw hands, you can't draw a straight line. Can you draw a circle? Like, come on, Kevin, let's raise the bar a little bit here.
There we go. We are in it now. We're in it. It's just okay.
No, I understand. Lines are tough. Anyways, no, it's fine. So Lindsay has 2 comments here, more for me, just to spark conversation.
Oh yeah, go ahead. That's fine.
No, Brian, address your people. It's fine. So wait, yeah, I'm running low on ideas of like stuff to work on. That's like gaming content. I'm actually doing a couple of Minecraft map showcase things just for the heck of it. But yeah, I'm running low on new releases and things I want to cover. So if anyone has ideas, I guess. But also, no, I am not prepared to wait in line with the crazies on Thursday for a PlayStation 5 because all of the pickup orders for those online they're just going to be just that, just online only, and you have to pick it up in the store. So going to the store will not net you necessarily a PlayStation 5 at all. They won't be available. So
I don't do Black Friday anything anymore.
What?
You're talking about Black Friday?
Oh, I'm talking about this Thursday.
Oh, just for a release, just normal. Okay, I thought you were talking about Black Friday.
Now the PlayStation 5 comes out this Thursday, and all the pre-orders are like gone. But some may have it online that you can purchase. So,
is it that big of a deal?
I mean, at least for me, there's a new game, couple new games coming out that people would probably want me to cover and see, and then the holidays, sure, there's a lot of anticipation for just new stuff.
Right, because everybody's chewing through content so fast with everything. Chewing through.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they need a new one, instantly.
Yep.
Remember when Animal Crossing came out?
You're telling me. I know.
It's just like things are just done, It's like, right. Oh, I need another one. All right, done. All right, I need another one.
Joey, yeah, I saw your comment about the survey on Facebook. The issue with the survey that I did was some of the releases haven't come out yet. Like some people are like, oh, can you play Breath of the Wild 2? And I'm like, yeah, of course, when it comes out in 4 years.
Can you play this game that's not out? That's an interesting answer.
It happened way more than you would think.
Than it should have.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people recommended games that I have already played multiple times, on camera, off camera, streams, or otherwise. And then a lot of the games I just don't have any interest in playing. So it's like, and games that are also not heavily requested by people either. So between all of those factors, I'm like, it's getting down to it, unfortunately. And it's always tough to play like a story-based game on camera because the point is for me to talk and to do the entertaining, but not necessarily when you have a story-based game. But
are you playing Animal Crossing?
Like now? Like seriously?
Yeah, right now.
Right this second? No.
Okay.
But am I playing Minecraft? You should ask me that question.
Are you playing a video game right now?
Lindsay in the chat says, I know some games you should play, but I think you're already planning to play them. Sackboy Miles. Yes, that is exactly correct. Exactly.
It's so funny because all of this, like, it just out of nowhere. I was like, wait a minute, I can hear a video game. Like, hold on. Hold on. What? Wait a tick.
Yep.
Wait a second. No, I'm not playing that. I'm playing this. I watched. I'm in the middle of watching Indiana Jones in the Crystal Skull again.
Like right now?
Yeah, not like
Yeah.
this very second, but
Oh,
like
I thought you were pulling a me and doing that. Okay, I got
oh,
you.
no. But like that's my that's what I was watching this morning at the gym, and I still don't know how I feel about that movie.
It's just whatever, you know.
It's like not awful, but it's not great. And I still really doubt the validity of surviving a nuclear blast in a refrigerator.
Oh, you know what's a funny story about that whole scene? I forget where I heard it. No, I think I heard it. It might have been on Joe Rogan podcast or something. But somebody apparently that is close to Spielberg spilled the beans on something Spielberg was working on. He was working on a project way back in the day before Indiana Jones.
Okay.
And it was just something. And there was a scene pertaining to along the lines of hiding in a refrigerator to get away from a certain situation. And he had this idea for the movie way back when, but then he found a way to implement it into Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It wasn't related to Indiana Jones at all initially, but he's found a way to implement that into something eventually. So that idea was like around for a while in his head, apparently. He just found a way to do it in Indiana Jones and ran with it. So it's just a very, like, I don't know the exact stipulations, but if anyone can like find that article, it's apparently super duper interesting how it came about.
Yeah, and it's just I hide in refrigerators all the time.
Same.
Jeff says, why? I don't know. Like, I don't have any rational reason. It's just like I don't know how I feel about it. Like, there's parts I like about it, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like all my arguments would be stupid. Like, I'd be like, aliens are too fantasy, but it's like also the Holy Grail, having a knight live 1,000 years in the Fountain of Youth, and
right.
Like, I mean, every plot in that series is kind of like fantastical, and I don't know. I just don't know why, but for some reason, I just don't enjoy it as much. But it's not terrible. I don't know. The answer is I don't know.
I didn't care for the second one at all, Moto. I rewatched all three of them. I saw 4 a couple months ago, and I rewatched all 3 this past summer, all right in a row. And I was just watching 2, and I'm like, it's just not clicking. It just seems oddly violent for some reason, and it just doesn't have that same whimsy that the original or the third had. Like the third, it had at least
third. I love the third.
The third had at least Sean Connery, and that dynamic between him and Harrison Ford is like great. But like otherwise, like 2, I was just like, why are they here? Why is this the plot device? This just seems like kind of whatever. I don't know.
I really like the oh, don't do that. That's weird. Stop it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, Brickanista, the third one with Sean Connery was awesome. The dynamic is great.
Why can't
your tablet acting up?
This layers. Oh, there. Okay, whatever. That was stupid.
Layer check.
No, I did it on the right layer. It just wasn't showing the color. It was like just I was doing it and it was just like white. It didn't make any sense. No sense. The acting was bad in the second one. The Temple of Doom.
Yeah, something about just like short round and like I don't know. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, that one's definitely not my favorite. I do like that scene. There's a really great heartwarming scene at the end when like all the kids come storming back into the town, and you know because they've been saved and like he's holding the girl and he's returned the stone to the like it's a very like nice scene when they end it, but it's not my favorite. That third one was good though.
Yeah, it was very, very good.
But I was like, let me watch this again. I do remember watching that Crystal Skull. I remember watching that in the movie theater.
I do too.
And I remember being like, is that a spaceship?
Yeah. Now they're trying to reboot it with Chris Pratt, and it's like, man, some things you just gotta like not just. There's no. What are you gonna do that for? You know.
I feel like Harrison Ford probably has zero interest in playing that character again.
Yeah, I feel
like he just doesn't like. I feel like he plays these iconic characters, and I think he's a pretty good actor. But he just like, I think he really doesn't like playing characters that like have big fandoms. I think he doesn't like it, and that it clearly seems to bother him that people are like, "Oh, I want your autograph." Like he doesn't seem to have any interest in that.
Yeah. I think there's a certain level of acknowledging that, yes, this is what fans want from you, and you're going to get a lot of praise for doing that, but you got to also satisfy what you want to do as well. But he also made those choices, but he didn't know maybe with Star Wars that it was going to be as big as it was. But at least Indiana Jones, he knew with Spielberg and Lucas, like, all right,
See you later, Moto.
Bye, Moto.
But that theme is still one of the most iconic themes ever.
What is
Jones's themes? His
oh
theme.
yes, of course. Oh man,
that like puts a smile on my face every time I hear it.
Like you know what you're in for when that theme starts playing. You're like,
yeah, you buckle up. You know what you're in for.
Yeah, in a good way.
Get ready. Ah, dang it! I keep dropping my phone. Dun da da. Hello, Monica Berry. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Well, this will line up pretty well with the wrapping up the show today. I like that when that happens, when it's like the last drawing just kind of lines up.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I do. I really do.
I do as well.
And yeah, this was honestly in my mind. I was thinking about it this morning when I was eating breakfast. I'm like, I wonder what will be drawn today during the political stream. And I said, well, I know we're going to draw each of the candidates because I'm going to make sure that happens.
Yes.
And then outside of that, I'm guessing probably a lot of American iconography. So I'm thinking Statue of Liberty. I'm thinking American flag. I didn't think of Mount Rushmore, so that was a good one. That was a good suggestion. I didn't think about it. I voted sticker too. That's another good one. Some good stuff here. I'm proud of you guys for everybody, keeping things calm.
Yes.
And I don't regret it. I feel good that, like I said, I don't want to, as much as people want a break, I don't want to imagine that like, hey, nothing's happening.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I want to participate.
And it's not like, we're doing this in a non-civil way. It's very adult. It's very, put together.
Exactly. See,
I'm pushing a narrative one way or another, just, acknowledging it is what it is. And,
and that is what will make us all stronger.
Yes. Stronger as a nation.
Dun, 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 dun. We all go into this. Dun, 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 dun. Love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Jolly good show. Jolly good.
What's a weird thing to think about?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
I was going to say I finally got my IRS refund.
Oh, did you?
I did.
There you go.
I got it. I actually got it on election day of all
Nice.
days. And I was like, well, look at that. It only took you 22 weeks to give me my refund. And then I kid you not, today I got the reminder from H&R Block that it's almost tax season.
Great. Fantastic.
I'm like, I just got my refund.
Leave me alone.
Can I please not think about taxes?
For a month.
Yeah. But what were you going to say?
I was going to say, can you picture way back when the Statue of Liberty was bronze instead of green?
No, I can't picture it at all. No.
It's incredible.
No, it's green.
It's all green. There's no picture of it because it was black and white or sepia tone.
Yeah.
There's no evidence of it, but it was absolutely bronze one day.
I can't imagine. I feel like this is the right color.
Yeah, right.
Like this is the color it should be.
What if they one day it would kind of be useless and they wouldn't do it? But imagine if one day some president was like, I want to restore the Statue of Liberty. I want to make it bronze. We're going to put a coating over the bronze to keep it bronze forever. What would that look like?
They've done something kind of similar, like with the Space Needle.
Like really?
Seattle Space Needle was created for like the World's Fair or the something like the World's Fair once upon a time, and it was like super bright colors and it was made to look like a spaceship, and then it just got all turned gray. And then a few years ago, I think whoever was governor was like, we're going to restore it to its original World's Fair design and we're going to keep it there. And they repainted it. It's like yellow and orange and all kinds of crazy
There's
colors.
no way, really?
Yeah. Thank you for the congrats on the refund. I just can't believe it 22 weeks. Come on. I didn't even do it myself. It had a giant old H&R Block stamp on it. Come on. All right. There we go. Let me unplug this. I'm going to take everybody on a tour. There's only 2 minutes left, so I'm not going to start another one at this point. But I am very proud of what we accomplished today. The dumpster fire, Abe Lincoln sign. There's some good stuff. Some good stuff on here. All right. Let's see. Move this. Oh, Bubba says it was copper. It was once.
I'm sorry. Yes, you're correct. Copper. My bad.
Bubba for sure would know.
Same color. My bad. But you're correct.
Wouldn't it be great to play the Indiana Jones theme music instead of the presidential march?
It'd be great.
That'd be good. Okay. All right. Let's go through everything we drew today for our politics themed doodle stream. We started with a dumpster fire. That's what we started with. That was the tone. All right. So we started with a dumpster fire. More like a commentary on everything, really. We have an American flag. We have an I voted sticker. We've got a bald eagle swooping. Here is Abraham Lincoln face palming. Here's the Uncle Sam. Up here is Mount Rushmore. It's not as bad now that I walked away and came back to it. I like that when it happens, when I'm like, this drawing's not that great. And then I come back like maybe the next day, I'm like, that drawing's okay.
Yeah.
That's good. We've got our two presidential candidates right there. There they are. If you don't know who they are, then bless your ignorance. Here we have the symbols for the Democratic and Republican parties. And here is a little makeshift voting booth out of a suitcase. And we are ending with the Statue of Liberty, a symbol for America. There's no better way to end. Look at that. That's how you end a stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Wholeheartedly agree.
So, again, thank you, Brian, for being here today. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you all you guys for being here. Thanks for engaging. I do really appreciate everybody trying to kind of temper themselves. I know emotions are super high. I got it. I am just like you. So I understand, but I appreciate everybody keeping things keeping things calm for this. There's all kinds of directions we could have gone, and I'm glad we did not go that way. So thank you for your suggestions. Remember that next week is super exciting because that is the official 2-year anniversary Patreon doodle stream. It is still going to be live streamed just like it always is. Everybody's welcome to stop by. I hope you do. It will be 5 hours long.
Oh boy.
And everything I draw will be a patron suggested idea. They will all be full color. So there will be essentially no warm up, but they will all be full color. Again, a reminder to anybody who's watching, if you are a patron, make sure you get your ideas posted on the thread, because that's where I'm pulling it from. If you do show up the day of and you want to post it here, that's fine. There's no obligation for patrons to be here because I get life moves on. There's things to do. And there'll of course be a time lapse of it too when it's done. But I'd rather like go into it with a bunch of stuff ready to go. So throw that in the thread. And again, if you have any interest in picking up any of the Inktober drawings, those will the remaining ones available are going up on Etsy on Monday. So etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws on Monday for the Inktober black and white / grayscale drawings. And yeah, if you enjoyed Brian's lovely commentary, he will be here with Jeff and Brian for the long haul. Next week, we'll be taking care of you guys while I just draw as many things as I can draw. It'll be great.
That stream is next Friday at 10 a.m., correct?
Yeah. It'll start at the normal time. So next Friday at 10 in the morning Eastern time until 3.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yep. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys next time. See you later.